Welcome everybody to the RPG Alliance 2022 Hybrid Charity Convention. We're going to start with Mothership at 8 a.m. November 18th and our wonderful group of players. Hey players, how about you just quickly go ahead and introduce yourself and the character you are playing today. And let's just start off with the screen. Let's start with Chris.
All right, my name is Chris, and I am new to Mothership, and I am playing your friendly neighborhood engineer.
Thank you. Let's go on to Willie Jack or Captain Ron.
Morning all, this is Captain Ron from Greyhawk Reborn. Shout out to my peeps out there. I am playing Willie Jack. All you need to know about her is her morale patch says she is allergic to bullshit.
Bazinga. Trevor.
Good morning. My name is Trevor. I will be playing Bigsby today. Hooah! And that's probably all you need to know.
And last but certainly not least, Gary.
All right, I'm Gary, and I'll be playing Ironside.
The name says it all. Ironside, the legend. All right, so let's just do, again, some housekeeping stuff. So if you guys look on your journal tab, you'll see the X card is set up as a character. I have a potty mouth and I'm old and grouchy. So if I get out of line, you just click on the side of the X card and you throw it down on the battle map like that. And then I know we'll follow the procedures in the X card to kind of deal with whatever may be happening so that we can make sure that everyone's feeling safe and comfortable during this game. And just a word about that. We're here, the intention, because I'm really getting into this Buddhist meditation thing. Our intention is to have a super fun game with thrills and spills for everybody. Okay? And so part of that is, I wish I could remember how Captain Ron puts it. I don't really want to get into rules debates, especially because it's early and I haven't had my tea. So... But if you think I've gotten something wrong, I'm definitely open to hearing about it, but let's not spend too much time grinding it out. We all want to have fun. And we'll take breaks. If you need to take a break, just shout out, because if you need a break, then probably the rest of us need a break. I'll try to make sure we have a break at least every hour, okay? And do 5-minute little breaks. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We are doing the charity special. So that means we do have, and I'll show it to y'all, the dope machine. Without the dope machine, no mining facility could keep on running. We got to keep you high and alive, or at least productive, right? And so our dope machine has a bunch of options for charity donations. And some of them are pills, some of them are jabs. And we've given them to the players beforehand. So, and I think a couple of you folks have already said that you want to partake of the dope machine. I see that Ironside has got the Shock the Monkey, so thank you very much for Shock the Monkey. You can stab a friend and bring him back from the dead, and then roll them some hit points to get them up and running. Always handy to have that jabber.
Oh, exactly. Should come in handy at some point.
Exactly. So we're just going to use the honor system, folks. If you say you're going to pledge something, we'll just, so it makes it nice and fast. But on that sheet is our link to the Canada Helps fundraising page. And we've got 5 great charities that you can go ahead and allot your donation to, and with our thanks. And I'm just going to throw it out there. Whatever we raise today, I will match. Yay! Wow. I get my inflation raise as of December 1st, so I will match it. Okay. And so I need to keep track. So Shock the Monkey is already in for Ironside. $10. Great. Okay. Any questions about that?
So yeah, just sounds like I stabbed someone, they pop back up.
Yep, and we're just gonna say, just for, narrative purposes, dope machines in every room in this place. That's it. It's like Fort
Love it.
McMurray in Alberta at the oil sands. There's dope everywhere. Okay.
I was going to say it's like the pop fridge in, in the corporate headquarters, but okay.
Well, yeah. Well, what can I say? Slave the big pharma up here in oil country. All right. So, any questions from anybody? If not, we'll just quickly take a look at your character sheets. Now, this setup on Roll20, and again, thanks to Roll20 for being a big supporter and sponsor. They've provided us with lots of prizes, and we're very grateful to them. This is a module that you can get on Roll20, cheap and easy. It's part of the Mothership Starter Bundle. And I was asking you folks in Discord, like I want to offer you, we'll do a prize at some point in this game. And just think about if you want to get the Mothership Starter Bundle that includes this in the compendium, or if you'd like me to give you a prize from Drive-Thru RPG, which has a whole lot of third-party assortment pamphlets for 1E, which is the version of the rules we'll be playing today. So keep that in mind, and then if you have any preferences now, let me know. If not, we can deal with it as soon as we get going. So think about it. Let me know. And the other thing is, see, it's morning time, so I'm still getting my shit together, and I apologize for that. Let's look at the character sheets. So I'll just show everybody the U2 R1, and it is the 0E version of the sheet. There's not too many differences between 0E and the 1E, which is being a work in progress right now from their Kickstarter. Couple differences, though, is how they deal with armor, how they deal with health. And so in this sheet, you'll notice, uh-oh, did I not do this sheet right?
I was going to say, or is Roll20 helping again?
Yeah, no, exactly. Anyway, in your sheets, you'll look at stress is fair enough. Everybody starts with 2 stress. Resolve isn't used. Under your health tracker, you should have, the max number has like a 1, 2, or 3, or actually a 2 or a 3. That's going to represent wounds. That's one of the changes. So you have a wound track, and inside will be whatever your experience points say. So some of you will have 17 health points per wound track. And so some of the weapons will wipe out a whole wound track. Some of them will only wipe out hit points. And so they have this kind of 2-tiered health system. So in your health, I've put the total of all your HP for all 2 or 3 of your wounds, which isn't the best, but under XP, you should see how many hit points per wound track you have. So whether it's 17, 14, 15, whatever. And then you'll see that times by 2 or 3 or whatever, and that gives us the total number of health. So I'm sorry for that, but that's just an adjustment we'll have to make in our minds going forward. Wow, that's funny. You know what? What's really weird is the sheet that comes up on my player Roll20 has a bunch of blanks in it, and yet on my GM player sheet it's filled out, so it's quite weird. Anyway,
Player sheets from my perspective are all filled out.
Yeah, they look fine here, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, it could be that my player one I run in Firefox, and maybe that's a difference of the browser, but my GM one I run in Google. Okay, so as long as you guys can see your tracks, XP amount, your maximum health is your wound tracks, and then your current health is really all your HP combined. Let's go down to the attributes. Such a simple system. This is why I like it. Strength, speed, intellect, combat. This is a system where you want to roll under, equal or under to that value you have in order to succeed whatever task you're doing. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see that you have sanity, fear, body, and armor. And those are just the saves. So body is like, if you've just been struck by a needle from some alien beak, and you do a body save to see if it's poisoned you or something. Or you got a face hugger in your face to see if it's impregnated you or whatever, right? And if you mouse over it, it will give you a description of the save. So if you mouse over sanity, it will tell you exactly what sanity entails. And again, it's a roll under. Then you see your patches and trinkets in the middle to give you a little bit of RP flavor to how to play your character if you so choose. It's optional. And then you have your stress panic for your class. Every class has the stress panic effect. So, for example, with the android, fear saves made in the presence of androids have disadvantage because they're creepy. Let's face it, they're creepy. Then you roll down to your skills. You can see that the skills add something to your roll. So every skill check, you will choose an attribute to do it on. But if you have a skill that applies, like if you're trying to stench your wound on Bixby's arm because it just got bit off by some kind of critter, it will add plus 10 points to your roll. So if I do that in the chat, it should come up. You'll get a little input window, and you guys feel free to actually press on one of these so you can actually see how it works. You click on it, an input window, normal, advantage, or disadvantage, you can choose, and then you can choose the input value for that. So in this case, I would put intellect with first aid, and then I would submit no modifiers, because in the 1E version you don't use modifiers, and then it should roll. Right, and your target, you'll see they have it in the corner there. It's going to be your ability plus what your skill is that increases your target number so that you have a greater chance of success. Yeah.
Got it.
So you can kind of see
I
it.
was wondering how it was going. Okay.
Yeah. So it automatically, when you click on the actual skills, it allows you to input all that. So it gives you the target number, and away you go. Let's quickly go down to equipment. Now the equipment you see the little gear cog on the equipment? If you click on that, it will give you some notes on your equipment. So if you have standard crew attire, you click on the gear cog, it opens it up, and it will tell you if there's a armor bonus or what it looks like. If you go to the attacks and you have something like a rigging gun or a revolver, you can click on the gear cog, and it will give you a description of that item. In this case, she has a scalpel. It grants plus 10 to making surgery checks and can be used as a weapon. So there's some hidden parts of the character sheet right there for you. Any questions on the character sheet?
I was reading that when you fail a roll, your stress goes up. Is that manual or tied to, or is it automagic tied to the die rolls?
You'll have to adjust your stress on your sheet, or if you click on your character, I've set it up so the bubbles can track that as well. So the red bubble is stress. You'll see everyone starts with 2. The green bubble is your accumulated hit points. It's really hard to, again, the wound hit point thing is hard to do in this setting, but we'll just have to wing it. And the blue represents your armor bonus. So how armor works in 1E is that your armor will protect you from whatever the value of that armor. Most of you guys, because you're doing a routine run, will have an armor of 1 or 2. So if you get 1 damage, it absorbs it for you. If you get 3, then it will absorb up to your maximum armor value, and then it will destroy your armor. And a neat thing about the system to keep in mind too, folks, is that cover is a thing in this system as well. So if you get in these situations, keep in mind that insignificant cover can add 5 armor points to your value to absorb damage. Light cover can add 10, and heavy cover, the enemy will roll with disadvantage. So on your journal, I just want to point out one other thing, the cheat sheet, and we're just going to show all the players. This is super handy. Blow it up. It's a great little cheat sheet that tells you, again, stats we're rolling under. If you fail, you add a stress. You're going to add that manually. Okay? Same with saves. And the one thing that they do have in the system is called panic checks. So if we have a situation, say you see your friend's head get blown off, you're going to roll a panic check. And this is the only roll that you want to roll above. And that would be above your stress value that you currently have. Okay? Just like a lot of other games, we have advantage and disadvantage. So if you think you're in a situation that you can claim, hey, listen, I got advantage on this because of this and this and this, yeah, bring it up. Let me know, and we'll see if we can apply that. Crits are rolling doubles. Again, rolling low doubles, critical success. Rolling high doubles, critical fails. 99 is always a critical fail. 0 is always a critical success. Okay, crit fails will often, especially in combat, result in a panic check. Yeah, that's nasty shit for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the basics, and then we'll just get into it. Any questions?
So
Nope,
far, so
sounds
good.
Okay, cool. So you can either, if you can either use your character sheet, but you can see that I have, when you click on your token, you have some macros set up for rolling the set dice too, if you want to use those instead. It's up to you what you want to do. But this is my first time trying to use the 05E character sheet with the 1E rules, so we'll wing it. And let's begin. All right. You folks are the crew of the Montague. You've been in hypersleep for 3 months. You're doing a resupply run of all the mining facilities in this sector. You've been out of hypersleep for about a week, and hence you find yourself in the galley of your ship. Your ship has an autopilot system AI called HAL 2000. Yes, everything on this junk heap seems to be subpar equipment, including your dock bot U2R1. Everything's a little janky, everything's a little worn, everything seems outdated. The company certainly has spared expense in outfitting this particular freighter. And so you're all kind of sitting there starting your shift, having your toast and breakfast. Hal gives you an update. We're now on approach vector to Epsilon 14. Please ensure that you are secured for approach. Like you guys didn't know that, right? Hal is a sarcastic AI that really expects you all to make mistakes constantly. And then over your comm, you hear a crackle. Epsilon 14 to resupply ship. Do you copy? Feel free to RP.
Yeah, man. What do you want?
Confirming you're arriving 2 days early. We are happy to see you. Your copy has been heard. Please approach Docking Bay 2 for your arrival.
Docking Bay 2. Yeah, got it. Looking forward to some trade opportunities. And making you folks happy.
Roger that. And then Hal starts beaking off about approach vector 2692. Please secure yourselves for docking. And the view screen in the galley shows you approaching this hunk of rock mining station, and how expertly maneuvers the Montague freighter onto the docking bay. You hear a bunch of whirls of machinery as the catwalk juts out from the station itself and attaches to your ship. Some clunks of metal some hiss of air, and then the green light on the airlock appears. Hal reminds you, remember that company protocol and policy 14967 times 2 requires quartermaster of the station to sign off before we can depart. Quartermaster has to confirm all supplies on the freight list have been accounted for and received. Understood?
Yeah, like every single other time. I got it.
Hal goes, just remember, discrepancies will result in a decrease in each of your contract bonuses, as per company policy. Enjoy your stay on Ypsilon 14.
What I don't get is how can there be discrepancies if everything's been locked up in an ice cold hold with nobody awake to move anything?
I don't know. Hal usually finds something.
It's the fact that Hal loses something that makes me worried.
And Willie speaks up. Well, as I've explained to you all before, due to atmospheric anomalies regulated by pressure variances, things can change slightly in density, which can create anomalies up to 0.2%.
Why is it never 0.2% in our favor?
Well, if we would load out on a lower G planet and deliver to a higher G planet, we would make money.
All right, I'm going to move you folks to Ypsilon 14. There we go. So let's just bring you in. I better move myself. There we go. There we go. And let's have a good look at. This is what you guys saw as you were approaching.
It's a rock.
You got it. All right, and if you zoom in a little bit, you'll see your ship, and you'll see that the airlock is there. And your individual tokens. And let me just open this up. The air is pressurizing. This is the airlock opening up before you. And as there's a hiss and the seals come apart, you can enter docking bay 2. And there is this interesting lady that walks across, her feet kind of echoing in the large docking bay. You can see there's cargo lined up across the walls. And she walks up to the airlock. Hey, welcome to Ypsilon 14. Hey, you guys made some good time. I'm Sonia, the station manager. She reaches into her chest pocket, pulls out a pack of ciggies, and takes one, lights it up. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah. Welcome, I'm Sonia. Come on aboard if you want for a little R&R. I'm sure that fart can of yours is needing some refreshing.
Chewie takes a little sniff. What is she smoking?
It has a strange kind of like smell of mango and strawberries. It's more like an e-cigarette than a nicotine cigarette.
Huh.
I see a nice white cloud of vapor coming out of her throat or her mouth. She blows little circles in the air.
But her manner changed when she took a hit of this. Well, that could be nicotine too, so never mind. I'll keep an eye on her because she might be a viable trading partner.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, but you're absolutely right. She did relax a bit with that first inhale. She's got wrinkles and she does look like her eyes are a little bit glassy.
Sonia. Well, it's nice to meet you. What do we got for entertainment around here?
entertainment. Well, Morgan likes to karaoke. So, yeah. This is a rock. There's not a whole lot of entertainment. There's work. Get the quota done, get the bonus. You guys know how these company towns or rocks work. So, yeah, I'm sure glad to see you because we're running low on Fruit Loops and the animals are getting restless if you take my meaning.
I'm sure we can supply them all with Fruit Loops. There's got to be something.
Well, we're just looking forward to getting that cargo and looking forward to making sure our ore gets the high quality grading from your geologist there. And everybody's happy. Make quota, get the bonus. It's another big puff in. You know how it goes. But yeah, welcome. The mess hall and the quarters are just through that door over here. She points to the airlock. If you got any questions, let me know. Just there's just been one odd thing happening.
Oh,
That went.
what's that?
Oh, people having problems with their tokens?
Yep, can't move them.
Okay.
Can't grab it and move it.
Alrighty, I'll take care of that. Okay, if you guys want to RP, go ahead and I'll make sure I take care of that right now.
Well, you guys want to look around before we offload?
Might as well, at least. Compared to this thing, it's still a veritable Four Seasons out there.
Oh, it'd be nice to have a chance to take more than 5 steps from one side to the other.
Yeah, maybe a whole 12.
Luxury.
Well, it's another day at work. And you see me sort of checking that I got a shell in the chamber in my revolver and jamming it into my side holster.
Hey, Sonya holds up. Hey, we don't want any trouble. Just don't be starting trouble. My workers have been going non-stop. Just keep them pistols in their holsters, alright?
Sorry, ma'am. Just doing my job.
Yeah, I get you. But we're peaceful here. Hasn't been a safety incident for 10 days. And we're gonna get our safety rating back up. So just keep that in mind. Safety ratings are important. If we get past the 30-day mark, I get a bonus.
What was the most recent issue, and is it going to affect the ore?
Well,
Speaks Willie.
if you really must know, I have to do an incident report this morning, so we're back down to 0.
Huh.
Kind of hoping
Sonny,
that wouldn't come out. Anyway, Mike's missing.
Mike's missing. Oh, is that the weird thing you were going to tell us about?
Well, yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd find Mike so I wouldn't have to do an incident report. We could go back with 10 days. But if we don't find him, god damn it, then I gotta start back at 0. That's not good for me. I was hoping to get a better rock than this.
Well, if I see Mike, I'll let you know.
Doesn't somebody missing necessitate an incident report per policy?
Well, it hasn't been 24 hours yet. So I got people looking for him. If you guys happen to see Mike, get his ass back over to the central workspace and make sure he reports in. If you see him. It's really odd.
Does he have a name badge? I don't know, Mike.
Mike is the quartermaster. And Mike is, can't miss him.
Oh.
Tall, skinny, white dude. Kind of nervous, kind of twitchy. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Mike's the dude we need to sign off on stuff. Who can sign off if he's gone?
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe you folks should find Mike. It helps you, it helps me. It's a win-win.
You know, it's kind of like your station. I'll be happy to look for your buddy, but, maybe there's something more in it for us.
Yeah, we can get paid and get off of this shithole.
It's all about the opportunities, man.
I'll take any opportunity for Hal to shut up for a little while.
Well, let's get off this tin can, go find Mike, and just Why don't we start looking for him in the canteen?
Well, she's just like, she goes, well, whatever you can do would be good, you know. So she kind of leads you in through these doors here. And, sorry, let me just reveal some stuff. So these are these little lines here represent doors. It's a kind of a weird map, but it's kind of interesting looking too. And she'll lead you into the workspace if you like to follow her there. And then I'll tell you what you see when you get in there. So as you enter the workspace, you see this big, chunky dude who's like lifting and moving crates around. He's got a badge on his jumpsuit that says Kentaro. He's got his sleeves rolled up and big muscles. And he's just moving stuff along. She comes and Sonya waves to him, goes, "Hey, Kentaro, these are the resupply crew here. Can you get over there and start unloading their ship? We need some Tutti Fruities, Fruit Loops." And he's like, "Yeah, you got it, boss." Gives you all a nod, and then he heads into the docking bay to start unloading your ship. You can see here the central machine is actually a huge excavating machine that is pulling up ore from a large pit that goes down into the mining pit. You can also see that there is a set of cubicles on the left-hand side of the space. You can also
So this is a huge space then.
Huge.
Okay.
And then this is the workstation. It has a computer terminal set up on it. And then in this corner here it's got some plastic curtains around it, and there's a medical bay symbol on it. But it's just an ad hoc curtained off corner of the workspace. There's also a massive generator that is incorporated with this excavated unit. So there's always ore coming in and coming out, up and out from the mine itself. There's also,
Don't tell me.
over
It's
here
the
I
sound
saw,
of chains and it's dripping.
yeah. There's this door here has a sign on it that says Docking Bay 1. And I'll just reveal that to you on the map. Go. All right. So you guys can have a peekaboo around if you like.
Huh. Does the sign on Docking Bay 1 actually say there's a ship docked?
Yep, it sure does. You can see that green electronic thing that's like a little sign, an electronic sign above the Docking Bay airlock that says "Ship the Hercules." Crew member Dr. Ethan Giovanni. It's right there. And you can also, if you look back at the entranceway you just came in, there's a similar sign that says "Ship the Montang," and then it lists your guys' names as crew as well.
Yeah. Have we heard of the Heracles? Do we know anything about it?
Well, it's a good question. Willie Jack, do you want to give me a intellect roll? Intelligence roll? And if you're muted, unmute. And Willie Jack's Captain Ron?
Yeah, I got it. Normal, any modifiers? Nope, never heard of them.
Okay, never mind.
Looks
Yeah.
like Willie Jack needs morning caffeine.
That's it.
Sorry, I was looking at the rocks. The rock dust. They need to clean their machines. How this is going to affect the quality.
Totally fair.
Spacers. What world are we in? Does it matter?
Well, like I said, it's kind of like the Outland film world of
Okay,
corporate
alright.
greed and corporate, like it's like the Wild West, and only corporate rules and regulations and the pursuit of profit really reign out here. There's no
Got it.
Star
So
Trek.
Outland, Firefly,
You got it.
Outer Rim stuff, Star Wars. Okay, got it.
100%. So you see over
Hey,
here. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say, hey, Sonia, who's what's the Heracles?
Oh, takes another puff of her e-vapor and kind of blows a little mango strawberry cloud your way. He goes, oh, yeah, that's a company science research vessel that came in. Uh, yeah, he's kind of a wacko, brainiac type, you know what I mean? But yeah, they found a crack in one of the tunnels. It's kind of some kind of weird shit down there. Unfortunately, Mike found it, and Mike sealed it off, so we don't know what was inside. And he reported it to the company to get a finder's fee. That little bastard couldn't share it with me. And yeah, so there you go. 5 weeks ago, science ship Hercules comes popping in, and Mike and that Dr. Giovanni dude, thick as thieves, moving equipment down from the ship down into the mines for whatever Mike found. Greedy little bastard. I'm kind of glad he's gone, actually. Except that it's going to fuck up my safety rating.
And it's gonna mess up with our schedule. Does the good doctor have a big crew?
No, he just came on his own. He's got a fancy AI. He's got the HAL 9000.
I
Which,
always heard those were a bit twitchy.
yes, I'm here, but it's the top of the line. Apparently, you don't need a human crew or nothing. It's quite advanced, apparently. I don't know. The damn thing changed the keypad lock on the airlock for the Hercules. Couldn't get in there even if I wanted to. Apparently,
Huh.
they got clearance that's higher than mine, and I'm the freaking station manager. I've got to get my ass to retirement. Holy crap!
Need a bonus for that.
Got that right. Now, if you all need
Huh.
to bunk
Did
down
you
or
say
have
Mike
a
was
rest,
helping?
or sorry, go ahead.
Oh, were you saying was Mike helping with the doctor down in the with the crack or whatever?
Yeah, Mike was helping the doc, helping him haul his equipment down there and do all that shit. He was getting a premium for it, apparently. That we wouldn't. He was getting all highfalutin about it, but yeah, he was getting extra pay to do that work with the good old doctor.
Did you look down there yet?
Well, yeah, I mean the regular shifts down there. Ray, engineering, uh, mining engineer is down there on her shift right now. She's keeping an eye out, but she ain't seen nothing. She's supposed to report back to me if she hears something from him, but she hadn't seen him. I got everybody on the station keeping an eye out for Mike, but no one's seen that turkey since last night.
Who was the last person to see him?
Well, I believe that was Rosa. She reported an incident where Mike wrecked one of the shower stalls. So you bet, yeah, I'm gonna be docking his pay for that.
Wrecked a shower stall?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his issue was. I mean, it's not like he's been showering very much the last couple weeks. That boy's got BO. Holy crap. I even give him a free Irish Spring bar to help with that. And those things are premium. That's good stuff. That wipes away every kind of stank you can imagine. But, you know, that
Uh,
boy stinks. His mama should have taught him better hygiene. I got something to say about that.
huh. Um, hey, you guys want to go talk? Should we go talk to Rosa?
Might as well.
Sonia, can you tell us where Rosa's gone?
Yeah. She's gonna point over to the left bottom left hand side, and you'll see a sign that says quarters and mess hall. And she'll say, "Yeah, Rose is off shift. She's on her sleep shift. She'll be in her quarters sleeping. It's right through there. Mess hall's right through there too. There should be a couple other folks wandering around in between shifts, having their their meal taken, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, everyone
Huh.
everyone that's not working should be either in the mess hall or in the quarters."
Before we leave the room, Bigsby wants to just kind of like glance behind this curtain.
Oh
There's
yeah.
nothing behind the curtain. You know that.
Yeah, so as you push the curtain aside, you'll see a young lady named Morgan, and she's just looks like she's got a cut on her arm, and she's just spraying it and suturing it with the auto doc, and she looks up and she goes, "Well, hi, you must be the resupply. Wow, we haven't seen anyone for quite a while. I'm Morgan," and she just finishes
Oh,
up and rolls her sleeve down.
oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you in there.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. And she kind of stands up. What's your name?
Bigsby.
Bixby. Oh, that's a nice name. What? So you're with the resupply ship, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know if you have an order of Twinkies or Ding Dongs this time? Because I am dying for some Earth junk food. Oh my God.
Apologies, ma'am. I don't really know. I don't handle any of the food.
Oh,
Someone
well,
else on my crew though probably does.
oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, if you need anything, just let me know. It's a very small station. I'm sure we'll bump into each other.
Mike, yo, Mike. Morgan here's wondering about the food. You might be able to help her.
I think I saw some little Debbies in there or something, but that's about it.
No, oh God, you're kidding me! Oh, that's another 4 months without any decent Twinkies. Ugh.
I don't understand why they don't ship Twinkies. I mean, those things don't go bad. They don't go off. They don't rot.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Wow, there's a lot of you here. Well, listen, we have at the end of the second shift, we all get in the mess and we play games. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to join us. And hopefully you brought us some good food so we don't have to eat freaking packaged up spaghetti anymore. Yeah, and you can come and join. And I have to say, we do have a couple little special games where I hope you brought your money because we do like to play Texas Hold'em. So you're more than welcome to join in.
All right.
So looking at her wound, I'm going to ask, gee, got an injury there. How'd you hurt yourself?
Well, and she points over to the cubbies where Chewy's standing. Well, my laser cutter malfunctioned and I was trying to tune it up. And yeah, I have to admit, might have been a little hungover. And yeah, I just got a little cut from tuning up my laser cutter. Those things are damn powerful. And yeah, Sonya was on me about it. But because it was just minor, she didn't want to do an incident report, which is fine. I don't need that on my record either.
Hey, Morgan, which one's your laser cutter? Mind if I take a look?
Yeah, for sure. She just kind of points out. She goes, every cubby has a name on it. Mine's Morgan, and my laser cutter's right there. Be
Um,
careful. Be careful, though. It's an old model. The company always gives us old, cheap shit that doesn't work half the time.
that's how I make my living. Tell you what, I'll take a look at it for you, see if I can tune it.
Sounds good.
You be careful, ma'am. It's nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
While they're taking a look at the laser cutter, I guess if there's cubbies, is there a cubby for Mike?
There sure is. You want to go take a look at it?
Ooh.
Yeah, is there stuff there? Anything missing?
Yep, so as you're looking at Mike's cubby, you notice that his vac suit is missing. And the space that everybody else has their laser cutters in, his laser cutter is also missing.
Now, off the top of my head, vac suits. Would you need that to be go down to like where he was working in like where that crack would be? Would that kind of be that area, or is it me somewhere else?
Are you
What would we
asking
need a
Morgan?
vac suit for? Or just in general, like off the top of my head, do I know that much about like asteroid mining?
I don't know. Roll intelligence
Or what
check
the vac suit would
and
be?
let's see.
Sure. Can I roll that? I got asteroid mining. Can I roll that?
Yeah, perfect.
You
And
do?
just
Cool.
and just keep in mind, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. When you fail, add a stress. So that intellect check from Willie Jack, make sure you add a stress, and your stress should be at 3.
Got it. I did forget.
Yeah, and I'll get one too then.
Yep.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like his vac suit. Mike's vac suit's missing. Where would he need that to go down where that weird crack or whatever was, or is there someplace else he'd be going?
Oh yeah, Morgan will pipe up if you're talking to her. She'll pipe up and say, "Oh yeah, we all need vac suits in the mine. There's no oxygen down there. It would cost too much money to, pump air down there." So yeah, as soon as you get into like, you should be putting on your vac suit if you're going into the mine before you take the freight elevator down. Make sure your tanks are all filled up with oxygen too. There's some spare ones down there, but they're the worst of the worst. These ones here that we have cubbies, yeah, we've cherry picked them. They're the best that the company has on station.
Huh. Vicky, do we all have vac suits, or is it just a few of us?
You don't have any vac suits. You have what's on your character sheets. So you
Okay.
should have, most of you guys have standard attire. And if you want to use a vac suit, you could probably talk Sonya into it, maybe. If you make it worth her while.
Well, she does want us to go looking for Mike on her behalf. So, it's I'll go talk to Sonya. I was going to tune the laser cutter, but what I'm getting is no unnecessary skill checks because your stress is going to go up.
Well, that's part of the game. That's part of the fun.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right. In that case, let's do a spurious skill check and see if I can fix that. See if I can tune that laser cutter.
Okay.
So that's, I assume, intelligence with mechanical repair.
You got it.
Alrighty. My first real roll. No
Good luck.
modifiers.
Not really. That was just straight up.
Oh!
Oh, you just missed it.
Close, but not quite.
Close but no cigar. Alrighty. Let's put my stress up over here. There we go. And on the character sheet. All right, go talk to Sonya. See if she'll let us borrow a couple of vac suits.
Yeah, and she'll say, well, yeah, I mean, as long as you don't damage him, just remember that if you do damage him, you're going to be responsible for the damage and the cost will be on you.
Tell you what, I'll just do a quick audit of them and note any deficiencies and report those to you before we take them.
That's fair.
All right. Well, I want to grab a cup of coffee out of the cafeteria before we head on down because I need caffeine before we do anything. See if their corporate coffee is any worse than ours.
Fair enough. I just realized I have a
Yeah,
problem
but
with
how only
the...
gets the Shiba shit?
Guys, I just
Sorry,
realized there's a problem with the tokens. So, are you guys okay with taking a 5-minute break and I'm going to fix the problem with the tokens?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
cool
Yep.
with that. I'm gonna go hit brew on my coffee, on my real
All right,
coffee maker.
get your coffee maker. See you in about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna fix up the tokens,
You
and
bet.
I
Alrighty,
apologize for that delay.
Oh, no
it's
problem.
okay. This is pretty sophisticated use of Roll20.
Well, only if it works, and
And
only
that
if
is
I
the
don't fuck
curse of
up.
technology.
All right, we'll see you
Yeah,
in about
welcome to
five
my job.
minutes, and we'll get your
Okay,
tokens all set up.
cool.
Oh, best laid plans. Oh goodness. Okay, let's make sure we get this set up properly. Okay, we should be good now. All right, I'm back. Is anybody else back?
I'm back.
I'm back.
All right. I think we got everyone then, right? Okay, welcome back, everybody. Okay, so as you, hopefully I fixed your tokens. Your tokens should hopefully, can you all just grab them and make sure you can move them? And your bubbles should all be populated too. Okay. All right. Okay, so I believe Chewy was heading over to the mess. You can see on your map there that as you come through this particular door, you'll see that there's essentially the mess is a room inside. So think of it like a donut. This is the mess, and then you can see around the hallways quarters, little cubby holes, cubby kind of cubicle for bedrooms, like little bunkies. But this inner one is the mess, and you can smell actually the smell of coffee kind of brewing, and you can hear some chatter, a man's voice and a woman's voice, chit chatting away. And let me just grab them. And as you look inside the entranceway of the mess, you can see kind of a tall, lanky fellow and a more shorter woman sitting there at one of the tables, joking away, kind of laughing, eating a bagel, having some coffee, and they look up as you enter. Go ahead and roleplay.
Hey, we're looking for Mike.
Hmm?
Already had a side project going on. What's the deal?
Oh. The fellow looks up and goes, Mike? Yeah, Mike's, I don't know, I haven't seen him for a while. Sonya was said something like he got messing, and she had me check the airlocks and stuff, but there's no record of Mike keying open the airlocks. And then Dana looks at Jerome. She goes, "Yeah, she had me sweep everything too, and I haven't seen anything except for he screwed up one of the shower cubicles. There's no blood or anything anywhere on the station. She had me do a sweep, and there's no body or anything.
Wait,
So
blood in the showers? Wait, blood in the showers?
no, there's no blood. He just messed up the
Oh, no
shower.
blood.
There's no blood. She had me check the whole station. There's no blood. There's no body. Kind of he just disappeared out of thin air. Like, I don't know if he's hiding from pissing off Rosa or something like that, but I couldn't find any sign of him.
What happened with the shower? I'm confused.
Oh, you have to ask Rosa about it. I heard, like, last night, she was screaming at him. Like, he janked up one of the shower cubicles, and it was the biggest one and her favorite, and she was super pissed at him for fucking it up.
Where's Rosa?
Oh, she's probably in her bunk. Probably. Hey, what did you guys bring? Did you guys bring any, like...
We didn't bring shit until we find Mike. How about that?
Oh.
As Willie looks at her kind of side-eye and taps her patch, allergic to bullshit.
Damn. All right, then. Rosa's probably in her quarters. It's her rest shift.
I'm going to walk in and kind of, as they're having this conversation, I sort of nod at the two of them, and I'm moving over to some of the food stations. Like, I want some chow, so anything I can put together there, a cup of coffee, etc.
Nice. Yeah, there's coffee. There's powdered milk for cream. It's almost gone, so yeah, good thing you arrived. And the automated food vendor's there. Right next to it, though, is a station, a hot hydroponic station. that has fresh greens growing. It has kind of a list of schedule for who's supposed to be watering and keeping track of the plants. You notice that the plants are visibly wilting. So there's like spinach, salad, that sort of thing growing in this hydroponic kind of cubicle thing. And you also
Who's on?
notice. Go ahead.
Whose turn is it to water?
Well, as you peer down the list, you see that actually this week Mike's on for keeping care of the plants. It's his week.
Huh. Well, might as well water them. Do them a favor.
Sure. So the vending machine, food, auto food kitchen easily can access water, and you can dump a glass of water in there, and you feel the dirt's very dry, or the hydroponic fluid's kind of low, and
Is this more than a day's neglect? Oh, hydroponics. I know something about that. Is
it,
this like a day's neglect or is it longer?
it looks like. Well, I mean, let's roll and see if your character would know.
You just want me to collect
Is there
stress.
such
All
a
right.
thing as is there such a thing as helping? Because that's exactly what Willie was thinking. Like, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, and he's been missing longer because that's what it's tracking out to be.
Yeah,
Is there a help action or can
sure.
assist?
If you want to assist, then we'll have one of you roll with advantage.
What skill would be required to have to assist somebody in an action in doing something?
Yeah, I mean, normally there'd be something like botany,
Chemistry?
chemistry could work. Yeah, for
Okay.
hydroponics.
Willie has chemistry, so maybe it could help. Like look at the system and see if there's fungus or shit growing.
All right, give it a go. So I've got hydroponics actually as a skill.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she was gonna help you.
Sweet.
Okay, so that would just give. We need one person to roll. You guys can choose, and they will roll with advantage because of the assistance of their friend.
All right. I think I've got it queued up. What would I be? Plus 10. I'd be at a 52 with advantage.
Right on.
All right. Do I just roll twice or does it?
No,
Oh,
so
that's fine.
you'll have an input. You can put advantage, normal, or disadvantage. So make sure you choose advantage. And you're going to be choosing intellect.
I don't see a. I just see the drop down for advantage / disadvantage.
Okay, so are you rolling on your skills?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
And the modifier is 0. Wow, I'm just not doing good here.
No, let me double check though. So you check on hydroponics. You're gonna roll advantage and disadvantage, and you're gonna click on
So
intellect.
it rolls. So it looks like it rolls twice, and you take the better of the scores with advantage, or the worse of the scores with
Exactly,
disadvantage.
the lower one. So yeah, your target was 50.
Doesn't matter.
52, and let's just make sure that's cool. Your intellect's 42. The skill would boost it up to 52, and you still rolled shitty.
You know, there's got to be an appropriate sacrifice for the dice gods.
There you go. So
I think that's kale actually, because I'm like not helpfully pointing at it while I'm sipping coffee.
So give yourself a stress, but it's, I mean, without giving you a specific target, it looks like it's been a while. You failed your roll, so I can't give you precise time.
Okay. But I'm guessing longer than a day, right?
Maybe. You failed your roll. Probably. Anybody else looking around the mess hall? And if you are looking around the mess hall, maybe we'll have you do a roll to see what you can find.
Well, I'm definitely making some food, so I don't know if it's anything related to that. I would say yes.
Okay, well, give me a roll then. Anyone that's kind of snooping around and looking throughout, like looking in detail at what's going on in the mess hall. Like specifically. If you're not doing that, then that's fine, but if anybody wants to, then feel free to pipe up and give me a roll. No one's interested? Okay. So you grab, what did it, just tell me if everybody's grabbed food or whatever, what did you grab?
Cup of coffee for Chewy.
Okay.
Yeah, and Bigsby's got a cup of coffee, and I like half a stack of toast, like a bunch of pieces of it. I'm pouring it in my mouth as fast as I can.
Willie was helping with the hydroponics, but when they were done with that, she would check the place out to see, if the equipment's clean or things along those lines. Being a scientist,
She's
being
gonna
a
want to
quality
know.
control geologist.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, she
So
is.
she's gonna quality control the shit out of this place. She's gonna OSHA it.
Okay, well, give me a military training because she's got some military background. And so she would
Yeah,
come into a location, she'd be scanning for any kind of threats for sure. So do a military roll if you don't mind. Willie Jack.
that's gonna be intelligence based,
Yep,
presumably.
you got it.
Nope.
Okay, we need to talk
Wow.
to those dice gods.
If I'm eating toast, though, I mean, I would be looking around the room. Can I also do a military training?
Sure. Now, don't forget the dope machine. Now, the dope machine's going to add 10 to your target number, so it'll be easier to roll under it. And the dope machine is right next to the auto kitchen, and I got to remember that. So sorry, I'm not a morning person, and I apologize in advance for not being a morning person. But just so you know, for raising charity, if you want to, the dope machine's always at your beck and call. But you gotta indicate you want to buy a pill and pop that pill before you do the roll. If it's
Before
important.
the roll. Okay.
Before the roll, yeah. And then shout it out, and I'll keep a track. Okay, so Bixby, you want to go ahead and do a little scan of it as you're piling the toast. You're walking around tables and stuff and looking at everything. Go ahead and give me a military training roll.
So if I
Using
took the character
intellect.
sheet and moved it into another page, will it no longer roll then? Do I have to go back to the main page? Like, do I have to rebring it up or something?
Nah,
No.
we're
No,
fine.
No, it
you
should.
can pop it out.
Yeah, you can pop it out and put it on another monitor, and it should roll fine.
Okay. And
Yeah.
I'm pressing the word military training. Is that correct?
Yep, press military training. It will say give you then another input for normal or advantage or disadvantage. In this case, you're just doing normal. Then it will ask you what ability. So click on intellect. No modifiers because you're not taking any dope. Wow, you guys really. Maybe you guys weren't in the military per se. Maybe you're just in the Boy Scouts. No, I'm just kidding. Unfortunately, that's a fail and you gain a stress.
Okay.
I'd just like to point out that as a party, we haven't passed a roll yet.
That's
Yeah.
what some people hate OSR games because of that, because they're deadly.
I think I'll while they're like looking around, I'll put down my coffee and then I'm gonna go take a. I'll back. I'm just gonna go take a piss and I'm gonna go check out that fucked up shower stall that everyone keeps talking about.
All right, well, welcome to the Epsilon 14 bathroom. On this side, there are the toilets, and there's a distinct odor coming from there. Someone was definitely having the vacuum sealed spicy spaghetti last night and is now paying the price for it. It's a burning ring of fire. In the back here are the shower stalls, and you hear someone singing, "Just the two of us, making big castles in the sky, just the two of us," and the sound of water and the smell of some kind of like fruity shampoo, and someone with a very nice kind of Barry White voice that I can't do. "Hey, baby," is having obviously having a shower and enjoying themselves in the shower.
So if it's not cause like what's this corner right here? Like
Change room laundry.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Nothing weird there.
No, it's like dirty coveralls, in loads, and some that are drying, and materials there to get out stains, and repair kits to sew up tears and stuff like that. No, it's just laundry room.
Okay, I'll peek around to see if I can see. Like everyone keeps talking about how fucked up the shower stall is, so I assume it's pretty. Well, should be easy to see.
Yes, it is. So as you come around the corner, you will see. Let me just draw it for you real quick here. Do. As you're looking in each stall, do you go near the one that the music or the singing's coming from? So they each have like really old, ratty, kind of moldy plastic shower curtains just on rings. And you hear one from like this middle stall is where this particular singing's coming from. And as you kind of go ahead and slide the curtains on each one, it will be this one here in the corner. And hopefully you can see my janky X marks the spot. That one, as you go into it and kind of peek in, you can see that the pipes have been all bent and ripped out, and there's puddles of water. It looks like someone did an emergency turn off for that particular shower unit, but the pipes are all ripped and torn.
Okay, I guess if I want to like kind of like see, kind of check out this in depth, what kind of role would that be?
Do you got any skills you think you can apply that we apply? Well, we're loose and fast with the skills and applicable. So, you got anything interesting?
Mechanical repair though is the only thing that looks like it kind of would.
Yeah, well, that totally applies.
So.
So let's do that. And I guess intellect again because it's your skill knowledge, right?
Yeah, and I'll probably fail, but hey. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Pipes are all fucked up, huh?
Yeah, pipes are fucked up. Damn. And then you kind of see the head pop out of that shower here. And you see this fella. So you can say, Yo! Yo, who are you? What are you doing?
I'm Ironside. We're from the resupply. I just trying to find my way around.
Oh, well, don't
New here, never
be.
been here before.
Yeah, well, the clean towels are in the laundry. Don't be touching my Irish Spring soap. If I see any weird hairs on it, then I'll be coming looking for you because everybody else knows not to touch my Irish Spring soap.
No,
I'm
I'm an Old
Ashraf,
Spice
by
man
the way.
myself. Oh, nice to meet you.
So he's kind of naked, but he kind of leans out so you can't see his private stuff and holds out a hand and says, "Yeah, you bring anything special? Like,
I think there's some little Debbies in there.
well, little. Do you bring any party treats or anything like that? I mean, I know the company has their own pharma and the dope machine, but that shit don't last very long, if you know what I mean."
I don't have the manifest on me. I'd have to check to be honest. I don't know.
All right, good. Well, maybe at the end of the third shift, we all meet in the mess hall. We can maybe you can bring whatever you brought. We'll have a good time.
I'll see what we got hanging around.
All right, brother. Welcome to Epsilon 14. And he starts showering
Sounds
again.
good. Yeah, cheers. No, head back out this way. Yeah, that shower's real fucked up.
Huh? What'd you see?
A bunch of bent pipes and shit. Looks like it was leaking all over.
Bent pipes? Huh?
Yeah.
I can go take a look. Bent pipes?
Don't touch the Irish Spring while you're in there.
I wouldn't touch that stuff with a 10-foot pole.
All right, so Chewy's going to go in there alone. Anyone else want to go with Chewy?
Let's have a party of the showers.
Yeah, Willie will head in. I mean, maybe an explosion caused it.
Exactly. There you go. So Chewie, you
I
get
want to
there.
know what bent pipe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you get there and you see the same bent pipes. You hear Ashraf is now out of the shower. He's at the mirror and he's got a towel wrapped around his waist. And as you come around the corner, he goes, looks at you, and goes, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey, sorry, we're from your resupply. And just nosing about, trying to find your quartermaster. And somebody said the pipes were bent. And I thought I'd take a look over here.
And he kind of
My
comes
name's
over.
Chewie.
He comes over. Hey, Chewie. He kind of comes over and he looks around. Yeah, Mike fucked that shit up, is what Rosa said. I heard them squawking. She was pissed at him. This is her stall. She likes it. And he fucked it up
Huh,
on her.
fucked it. Like, what do you use? Tools to do this? I mean,
Got
that
me.
takes some.
Do you want to go ahead and do a roll?
Willie will investigate her or help. I mean, she is a master weapon specialist and expert in explosives, so she's probably seen a lot of fucked up shit in her life or have caused it.
Yep.
So does it? Yeah, just like from that angle. Like, did it come from the outside or did it was it a pressure burst
Do an explosion roll.
out of the pipes? Yeah.
And you have it at I believe it's the expert level.
Yup.
So that will give you an additional 15 points to your target number.
Can I help that?
Bam.
Whoa, whoa!
You don't need
Never
help. Our first success of the day. Willie Jack
Yay!
all the way for the win. Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
No, so Willie Jack, from your expertise, you can tell that there's no explosion, no tools, there's no cutting edges. Somebody bent the shit out of this, and it would take a abnormal amount of strength to do that. And actually, as you're kind of peering in, you're kind of examining the edges of the pipes and shit. You see something. You see something, and it looks like. Well, let me just bring it up here, folks. Let me bring it to your attention. Here, let's bring it there. And you see something that looks like this. Some kind of yellow goo residue on the pipes.
An
What
8-bit slime monster.
There you go. That's what
Does
you see.
that sounds like something that's gonna cause a sanity check?
Well, here it is. It's just residue, so it's not as big as what you saw popped up on there. That's all I could find in my animated stuff, and you know, like the animated
it's not.
tokens. It's not
It's
that
not
big.
quivering with a tentacle coming for me.
No, it's just the best thing I could find that was sort of yellowy. So there's this yellow kind of goo on the edges of the pipe that you'd have to really be
Huh.
looking to see it.
Hey, there's some yellow goo on the pipe, and she pulls out. Hold on. She's got a sample collection kit,
What?
Yeah, she does.
and she's gonna take a sample of the goo.
Hey, can you give me a
Oh.
body save throw to make sure that none of
Say
that
what?
shit. Give me a body save throw. A saving throw for your body, and just to see, make sure that you don't get the goo on your
I
body.
didn't get any on me. Yeah.
Now
That's
again.
would be- Oh yeah, she made a
Oh.
mess of it.
All right. So unfortunately, you got a little bit of goo on your hands.
On my gloves?
On your hands. On your flesh, on your hands. I'm assuming you're collecting the sample. As you're collecting.
Her sample collection kit doesn't have, like, I don't know, neoprene gloves.
When you rolled that kind of big of failure, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she got some shit on her when she took her gloves off.
Yeah. Yeah. So
she'll wipe it on her pants and move on with her day.
okay. So you got
Looks
it
like
in.
mold or something.
Yeah, it's just yellow goo. Again, it's like probably the consistency of like an egg yolk, kind of yellowy gooey, that kind of thing as you scrape it into your sample tube.
Do they have a lab on site, or do I have to go back to the ship to throw it under a slide?
They do have like the medical bay is very basic. It doesn't have a microscope or anything like that. They do have some geological examining tools down in the mine to do the quality control and analysis of the ore. And in your mind, Willie Jack, you remember that the Hercules is listed as a science vessel and might have a lab there.
Well, let's go to the Hercules then. She'll confer with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm. Bixby, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Well, we've been on that ship a long time, so I decided to take a shower. So I've gone into one of the stalls there. I'm kind of first off looking in the mirror, kind of looking like, yeah, I look good. And then I jump into that fourth shower stall.
Okay, so you're showering away. Ashraf is like it's getting a little crowded in here, and he's gonna head back to the quarters at Whistling and go back to his particular bunk. And as he walks by Ironside and goes, "Hey, what's up?" nods at you, and he's whistling a happy little tune, and he heads over to his bunk.
Yeah, raise my cup, nod at him.
Yeah. And then as you see him go to his bunk, you see that right next to his bunk is a little nameplate with his names on it that says Ashraf's whatever bunk.
Huh.
And then as you look around, you see that each of these little cubbies have the same thing. Let me just reveal that to you.
I was going to say, and which one says Rosa?
And who feels like waking someone up?
I wasn't necessarily going to wake him up, but I could listen, and if it sounds like there's, if they're rattling around.
Let me just bring up all these little things for you here. So yeah, as you're taking a look around, you see all of these have little name tags. Now some of them are vacant. So if any of you guys need to have a little resty rest, you could probably have a little snooze there. And yeah, as you're looking around, you finally spot Rose's name tag.
Huh.
There you go.
I see 2 places of interest.
And each of these cubicles have, again, a curtain for a privacy curtain. And that's about it. There's no doors that lock or any of that sort of stuff. As per company policy on cubicles, these are pretty standard. Don't really have any privacy. You're all company property, so company wants access to you 24/7.
Yeah. Give a little listen at Rosa's cute cubby, and is she moving around or?
Well, all of a sudden, as you're kind of snooping around, the shower curtain or whatever, the privacy curtain opens up, and there you see a nice, a middle-aged Latina woman who, "Can I help you?"
Oh, good morning, afternoon, evening. I don't know what it is. Hi, I'm Chewy, and we're from the resupply, and we need Mike. And I understand Mike missing.
Yeah, good riddance. That guy's a fucker.
I don't get to choose who signs their paperwork, but I was just looking at that shower stall. What happened back there?
That's what I would like to know. I went in there to have my evening shower at the end of my shift, and Mike is ripping the shit out of the pipes and twisting them so there's no water coming out or anything. Asshole.
What?
And he
What
stunk.
with a vice grips or with his bare hands?
I didn't see no tools on it. I just lost my mind. I freaked out on him. That was my favorite. That was my stall. He shouldn't have been in there in the first place, that piece of shit. Anyway. Anyway, we had a fight about it, and then he took off towards the workspace, and that's the last I saw of him. And I don't even want to see him for a while. Like, it just totally pissed me off.
He went towards the workspace? Huh.
Yeah, there's no way I was letting him stay here. He stunk and he wrecked the shower. Like, I told him, get the fuck out of here.
Huh.
And, yeah, that's the last I saw him. Good freaking riddance.
Wow. Well, I saw his name was on the list for watering the plants, so I watered them for him because, hydroponics are important.
That's the weird thing. Mike is a vegan and he loves those plants. He's all about eating healthy, and I'm really surprised that those plants are fucked up because he loves those things. He loves being around living, growing things. So that's surprising.
Oh, how? Oh, that's kind of funny, isn't it? So, how? When did his behavior change towards the plants?
Oh, his behavior changed. I mean, I didn't really notice anything. He just started reeking about 3 days ago.
Huh.
And you notice that is confined space, and then she kind of points up to the ventilation shafts in the ceiling. She goes, the ventilation air circulation system in these old rocks really suck. So when someone's tutti frutti stinky, it kind of makes the whole place smell like dead socks, right? So yeah, you notice 3 days ago he's just started reeking. That boy, god damn.
Make it sound like we should be able to find him with our noses.
Probably. Now
Huh.
I'm on my rest break here, so can you guys keep it down? Jesus.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna go take a look through Mike's cubby if that's all right, because I want to see if he's got anything that might tell us where he is. But tell you what, I'm gonna make a bit of noise, but I don't know if one of these might help you sleep or relax a little bit later. And I pull out one of my blunts.
Ooh. All of a sudden her eyes just light up. What's your name again?
Chewy, if you ever need something else, I'm sure I could arrange a trade, But of course, you never got this from me.
Right. She gives you a little wink. All right, Chewy. There. If you need anything, let me know. Thanks.
All right, same for you. You all have a good rest. I'm sorry about any noise I might make.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. She slips the blunt right between her ears and behind her ear and closes her curtain.
Let's go say between your ears, that I gotta see.
Yeah, I know, right? Hey, it's 9:30. I'm still waking up.
Chewie, I found Mike's bunk.
Huh. Let's take a poke around. And while we're doing that, I tell Bixby what Rosa told me.
Wow, was she cute?
Everybody's cute, man.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so we're going to just pause for a second there with you guys standing about to look at Mike's bunk. I just want to check with Willie, Jack, and Ironside. Did either one of you two want to do anything? Just to share the camera time a little bit.
Totally.
I'm cool with what, because I was thinking about checking Mike's bunk too. So yeah, they're I got nothing else I want to check out. I'm good.
Okay, now these are other bunks. So if anyone wants to check other bunks, where these guys are checking Mike's bunk, just let me know, and we'll work our ways through it.
I'm just trying to figure out the cast of characters. We don't know. So Rosa was the one who was sleeping. Mike is the one who was missing. Do we know who Ree or Morgan are?
Morgan was fixing a cut from a detuned laser cutter.
Okay, Morgan had the cut. And Ree?
Don't think we've met that person.
You haven't met them,
Nah, not yet.
but
isn't Ree down?
She's down in the mine shaft on duty right now. She's an engineer.
Ree's in the
Sonia,
mine,
yeah,
okay.
and Sonia, or I think actually Dana told you that Sonia had Ree looking down in the mine for Mike.
More tracks, right?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. This is Rosa. I should have showed you that. My apologies. That's what Rosa.
And what was the name of the character that was with Jerome?
Jerome and Dana. So
Dana. Okay.
yeah, they were getting ready before their shift, having their breakfast. She's the one that told you Sonia had her check the upstairs facility for any signs for Mike. She didn't find a body or blood or anything. And this is Jerome. And they're just getting ready to start shift. Dana's also the one that said Sonia had Ray look in the mine, and nothing was spotted in the mine. But you have not met Ray yet.
Okay.
It's kind of like playing Clue.
Ree in the mine shaft with a laser cutter.
Exactly. Game done. Thanks for playing, guys. All right. So
Yeah, I mean, Willie's not going to be interested in just busting into people's rooms and looking for shit. I mean, she wants to head down the mine at this point.
okay, but before Willie leaves the bathroom,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, before you leave the bathroom, above you is a large air extractor that is, pulling out the steam and stuff and putting it through the air recycling. It looks kind of janky, and it looks like it'd probably be easy to lift up the exterior kind of plate that covers it. And we'll just go back to your initial success when you were scanning the shower.
Okay.
To that, okay?
Ooh, right.
Which seems out of sorts. Like, does it look does it look bent? Like someone may have like jimmied it, or busted it open and then.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look bent at all. It just looks like it's. Let's see here. It looks like it's a large clunky extractor, and there's ceiling tiles around it. It filters out the steam through the vent system, and it looks like it's just really just placed there. It can be easily be removed. Doesn't look like there's any screws or anything. It's just slotted into a slot. Super easy to in and out for maintenance.
I think for scientific purposes, she will investigate it just to see how clean they're keeping their air circulators.
Sure. And it's very easy to access, actually. You can jump on top of the laundry counter here, and you can reach it fairly easily.
We'll check it out.
Okay. So as you kind of go up and you kind of push aside the plate, you see that there's an entranceway to the vent system. And
no cameras, though. I'm going to make sure this place isn't on Miners Gone Wild.
No cameras that you can see. No, not yet. No,
Okay.
No, nothing. Miners Gone Wild. Yeah. So there you go. So you'll see now, like the vent system, right? From where you are, you'll see his perspective. Those blue lines that just came up on your map, those are the vents that are in the ceilings. So you can look up there. You can easily boost yourself up there if you want to go. It might be a tight squeeze, but you can easily make it, Willie, if you want to jump into the vents and check it out.
I mean, I feel like I need to follow this this plot train through the vent system.
Toot toot railroad, toot toot.
No, it's not a railroad. It's about a shared creation of a story.
That's it. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
Absolutely.
She'll check it out. Maybe Mike freaked out, took a bad hit, and crawled up into the air system and is laying up here, dealing with some shit.
Baby.
And she'll yell, "Mike, are you up here? Is anybody up here?"
Don't get any response.
She'll crawl down. She'll check it out.
Do you want to do another military kind of checking out, kind of scanning thing?
Sure.
And remember, if you want to increase your thing, you can always get some dope. Again, no pressure. Just reminding you that that is an option to increase your target number, so greater chance of success.
Wow.
Wow. You're rolling high. This is not D&D, people. We want to roll low.
We want to roll under. Oh.
Want to roll
I
under.
mean, she'll sit up there. I mean, she had a bad time in a bad confined place at one point in her life. So I think she's just going to kind of go in and just kind of be like, nope. And just kind of maybe just sit there in the, about halfway through the air shaft, regretting her decision to take that course.
Let's have you roll a fear save to see if that kind of feeling of confinement maybe minor claustrophobia kind of kicks in.
Yep.
Yep, it does. Yeah. So make sure you're adjusting your stress, because whether
Yeah, I'm
it's
a 5.
yeah, right on. So feeling that kind of a bit of panic from the confinedness. Do you want to call for anyone to come help you, or do you want to just like, fuck it, get out of there? Up to you, Willie Jack.
I think it's just kind of should just kind of sit there and just try to process everything and that bad memory of that one time that mine collapsed because she used too much debt cord, and maybe she just kind of sit there in a bit of a a curled up position, reliving that trauma.
Ugh. Okay. Well, we'll let her sit there for a little bit, and we'll move on to the next person. Ironside, what are you doing?
Well, I guess actually, I guess if they're checking out Mike's bunk, maybe I'll kind of like wander over there and just like peek in the vacant one for now. See
Okay.
if there's anything suspicious in there. Maybe Mike's hanging out in there.
Okay. I'm just going to reel a little bit more of the map. Okay. And just that right hand corner, that's, you haven't gone there yet. That's going to be at the base of the elevator, just so you know. But I just want you to see the ventilation kind of flow of it, since Willie Jack's in there. And if you're in that vacant bed, you see a typical, like, just a little single bed that's nicely made up. There's no personal items. There's a single bed. There's a desk and a chair, and that's about it for the
Okay,
vacant.
nothing on the desk, nothing in the desk.
Do you want to give me a little roll for a search?
Sure. There's not really any skills that go along with this, eh?
Yeah, that's the one thing. I mean, it seems like a lot of things default uh to the intellect.
Just a
What
raw
about
stab.
scavenging?
Yeah, scavenging's good. Feel free to use
I'll take
scavenging for sure.
scavenge for clues.
Yeah.
Ah, works.
Never mind.
Ooh. Well, even though that's a bit of a fail, what you do find in the drawer of the desk, it looks like a gaming console. That
Slowly put it in my pocket.
well, it's not like a Game Boy. It's more like a Sega Genesis back in the old days, like black console. So it's not going to fit into your pocket. And there's a couple controllers. There's at least 4 controllers, and then a collection of cartridges for games, like racing games, that sort of thing. It looks like the crew probably uses this to get together and game a little bit together in their off shift. But you don't
Kind
find
of think
anything
about
else.
it like, yeah, it doesn't fit in my pocket. Put it back.
Oh, and one other thing you do find in the smaller drawer in the desk, you do see that there's a portable cassette player in there. Cassette player slash recorder.
Really?
Is
Yeah.
there a tape in it?
Nope, no tape in it. Not when you rolled the 98.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but this stuff would have been obvious as you opened up the doors, even with a failed roll.
Just the tape. Does the tape little cassette recorder fit in my pocket?
It's about, I mean, again, this is like 70s, 80s kind of sci-fi, right? So it's about going to be the size of like a dictionary. Like one of those kind of like, you
Hey,
pop it
my
open.
Walkman wasn't that big.
Yeah, it's not a boom box. It's smaller than the boom box, right? It's just the size of a book, a dictionary.
Toss it back in the drawer, close it up.
All right.
Head out.
Just for the record, I still have my Sony Walkman and the damn thing still works.
Oh, money well spent.
It's the old 4-battery one.
Oh, wow. Let's go back now to Mike's bunk, and we got Chewy and Bixby checking it out. So as you guys kind of push the privacy curtain back, you see another single bed with a desk. You do see pictures of Mike's family on the wall. But here's the thing: There's not much else except for the pictures on the wall. It looks like this room has been pretty cleared out. The bed looks neat and tidy. It looks like it hasn't been slept in for a while. Does anyone want to do a more than a cursory glance? Does anyone want to go in and like check under the bed, check under the desk?
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
okay. So again, if you guys are doing it together, then you guys decide who's gonna roll. We'll let you roll with advantage because you're getting help by the other. So
All right.
who wants to
Well,
do it?
I got scavenge, so I can get to a 52 with scavenge.
Yeah, it's
What
probably
about
it's probably you. I'm like a military machine, but not so much on anything else.
there is a certain clarity of purpose with that.
There is.
It's like, yeah, dude, can't do it. All right. So advantage, disadvantage, intellect. Oh, dice gods, please be kind.
Hell
Wow.
yeah! Nice. Remember, when you roll doubles, that's a crit.
Uh-oh.
But you didn't roll doubles. But I'm just
I
putting
didn't.
it out there.
Okay.
But that's another success, your second success of the day. And so when you're kind of checking around, you notice that the ceiling tiles look ajar. And as you stand up on the desk, you can kind of lift up the ceiling tile, and inside on the roof, under one of the tiles, you can see that there is a empty squirt bottle and used for misting plants, and a revolver, and it looks like there's a little box of ammunition that goes with it.
Well, that's weird. I'm just gonna pull those things down carefully
Okay.
and maybe give a sniff at the squirt bottle when we get it down.
Yeah, it doesn't have any order. It just water. It's a couple drops of water in it. That's all if you spray it and taste it. Not a whole lot of water in there. Like there's only like a little, like maybe a teaspoon left.
I take a look at the box of ammunition. Is there anything missing, or is it still all there?
Nope. So let's say it's a box of 12 bullets, and out of the 12, there are 4 that are missing. So there's only 8 remaining. And the
Okay.
revolver itself doesn't isn't loaded yet.
Oh.
And I just want to take a look inside the revolver. Does it appear clean? Being a military person, I'm gonna guess I probably have a pretty good sense of whether something's well maintained.
Nope, it's dirty. It's grimy. Doesn't look like it's been cleaned for a while. It actually
Okay.
kind of, as a military person, and I was like, who treats their shit like this? Honestly.
Okay. So I share that information with Chewie. I'm like, this is brutal. Look at this beautiful revolver being treated like this.
I got to take your word for it. I'm a little more taken with the condition of the ventilation. It's like nobody does maintenance around.
Now you can also, from this place, from where you found the cache, that's actually, you can actually get into the vent system as well. So you could climb into the ceiling, and you can see there's a vent, and you can get into the vent from this angle if you guys wanted to. But that's what you would notice that with a successful roll of 13 for sure.
I'll poke my head in because everything around here is weird. I might as well just stick my nose in.
Okay.
Do I have a flashlight? I do not have a flashlight. Anybody got a flashlight on them? I have a tool belt.
There would be a flashlight, probably. There would probably be so Willie has a flashlight that she would have had on, so there may be some faint light reflecting through the ventilation system, depending on where you're entering. Your
Yeah,
entry point is.
probably not. Not that
Okay.
would be down some twists and turns. So
Well, take a look anyway.
did you want to go in, or again, it is you can fit. It is a tight squeeze.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay, so if you pop into the vent system, how far in do you go? I'm just gonna move your token, okay?
Oh yeah, sure.
Just put your token in there.
Not terribly. I mean, it's going in both directions. I might go partway down to this junction and partway down to this junction. Sniff around. Everybody says bad BO, so.
Okay, again, it's a little claustrophobic. Give me a fear save as you kind of, let's just have you jut down here if this is which way you're gonna go. If you're gonna go somewhere else, again, the blue lines represent the vent, so you decide which direction you want to go in yourself.
All right. Well, I'll go that way first. And okay, how do you do the fear save? Just do that. Normal.
Yep.
And oh, dice gods, be kind. It's not kind.
No, you're starting to feel your chest kind of tighten up, your throat and your breathing gets a little, you start to hyperventilate a little bit. You're feeling definitely a little claustrophobic.
Okay. This is not fun. I bail.
Okay, so hang on. We're going to do now a panic attack. And I probably should have done this with Willie Jack. So I apologize. But we're going to, unfortunately, nail you, Chewie. So you failed a fear saving throw. We're going to do a panic attack. So that means, what is your current stress at?
My current stress is 4.
Okay, cool. So make sure your token is clicked on, and then you'll see the macro buttons on the top left-hand corner of your screen. And you want to roll the panic 1d20, and you want to roll above your stress.
What is it
All
with
right!
the dice god? Like, really?
Oh, that's so exciting. Finally, a panic attack works. Oh my gosh. Just because the last session I did, we didn't even get to roll because we never got there. Okay, that's great. So the panic attack works. I have to dig up the panic attack sheet. Let's go.
Wait.
So you rolled a 3, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic. So a 3 means, the mothership has a panic table, and a 3 you rolled is jumpy. You gain 1 stress, and all the nearby crew members gain 2 stress. So since Bixby's your partner, and I imagine Bixby's kind of probably standing under it, waiting, keeping an eye on you. Bixby, you start hearing Ironside Bixby, you hear Chewie kind of freaking out and swearing and like hyperventilating, and it's kind of triggering you a bit too. So you get the 2 stress from that, Bixby.
Yeah, and I've got my head kind of poked up near there, and I'm like, "What? Are you seeing anything in there? What's going on? Like, what are you doing?" And I've been anxious. And you said goes up by 2, the stress?
Yeah. So, yeah, nearby crew members get 2 stress. And Chewie gets 1 more stress. Which doesn't make sense, but that's what the table says. I think Ironside, you're in a different cubicle. I don't think you know this is going on, so I don't think it would apply to you. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
I don't know. There's thumping all through the metalwork.
No, it's rats. Always rats.
Now, you're kind of in line of sight of where Willie Jack is. Willie Jack, I'm actually going to just pull you back a little bit, because it would be probably right about here, okay?
Yep.
And you're hearing this kind of thumpy, and you've got a flashlight, right?
Correct. It's currently out, and she did make her panic check. She's fine.
She's fine. Okay,
I went
good.
back and retconned that.
Okay, thank you. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Okay, so Willie Jack, you kept your composure a little bit. You hear this thumping and yelling and heavy breathing and swearing down the far end. But you shine your light now because Chewie got in line of sight. You have a straight line of sight. You can kind of see a human figure. Let's say you know each other well enough. You can recognize Chewie's swearing because you gambled with him enough times and take him to the cleaners.
Yeah. He's farther in than out, so
I'm just gonna move these NPCs out of the way a bit here.
yeah, she'll head his direction.
Okay.
Get to the intersection, of course, shine her flashlight left, make sure nothing's gonna get her.
Okay, and as you do that, something kind of glints, reflects off of your
Oh,
light beam.
go check it out.
Yeah, it's about here. And as you kind of creepy crawl up to it, your hand kind of fumbles and you touch something plastic. And as you hold it up before your flashlight, it looks like it's a cassette.
Well, that's weird.
And it's a cassette that is a yellow cassette.
She'll pocket it and head towards Chewie.
Okay. So you reach Chewie with no problem. Lots of dirt and dust and stuff.
Yeah, is the overall condition like shitty up here?
Yeah, it's dirty, shitty. No one's cleaned out the vents for a long, long time.
Yes. She'll get to Chewie and say, "Hey, buddy, let's get out of these tunnels, okay? I found a yellow cassette. That's weird."
You know what? Yeah, let's yeah. What are you doing up here? Down.
Okay, and you guys can
It's creepy up here.
You can easily make your way back into Mike's bunkie.
Gather everybody up, unless they were doing something, and be like, "So I found this yellow cassette in the air shaft. That's weird." And their air shaft sucks.
Yeah,
It's more like a dirt shaft.
You want to listen to it? I found a thing to play it.
Yeah, let's. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
I'll go back into that vacant one and then grab the Walkman there.
Okay, and as you pop in the cassette, this is what you hear. So please have your volume on Roll20 up so you can hear this, okay? It's the audio clip. And anyone that's not ready, please shout out. Otherwise, I'm going to press play. And the cassette goes in. Ironside presses play, and this is what you hear.
This is Mike. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Something is wrong. The water. I don't know. I can't stay up here for long. I broke the shower. I told Sonia it was an accident, but it's the water. I don't think it likes the water. I'm going back into the mine. I need quiet. Oh God, I don't know. Oh God. Please fix me. I don't know what's happening.
Damn.
Ironside just sighs like, all right, well, at least we know where he went.
That didn't sound good at all.
Chewie's gonna light a joint.
Hey Chewie,
So
since you lit a joint, let's say for the next half hour, you can roll fear saves with advantage. You brought your own dope.
I brought my own dope.
All right, so just remind me of that because I'll probably forget. Sorry, someone else was going to say something.
yeah. So Willie's now concerned about the goo that she found in the shower, and she got on her.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, can we get to the Heracles? There's clearly something bad with the water, and I found that yellow goo in the pipes, and I may have gotten a little bit of it on me when I took my gloves off. Stupid.
Didn't the tape say that doesn't like the water? What doesn't like the water?
Oh, I thought it said it's in the water.
I heard, I don't think it likes the water.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Well, you guys can always press play again. Do you want to hear it
Yeah,
again?
Play again. We'll hear different things.
Play it again. Yeah.
Play it again. And...
Play it, Sam.
Okay, Ironside.
Yeah,
You-
and then click.
This is. I'm not okay. Something is wrong. The water. I don't know. I can't stand here for long. I broke the shower. I told Sonia it was an accident, but it's the water. It's the water. I don't think it likes. I'm going back in. I need quiet. Oh God, I don't. Please fix me. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I think it's something about not liking water, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, let's take it's 10:05 my time. Let's take a 5-minute break, come at 10 after, and you guys can think about it for a second, come back and decide what course of action you want.
Sounds good.
All right, see you in
Sounds good.
5.
Alrighty.
How we doing? Are we all back? I see Chewy, Bigsby, Willie Jack.
Back. I had to reload roll 20 because I did something stupid and lost the chat. But I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Oh, and I've lost Chewy. Chewy is
Right here, Mike's.
no longer visible to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the tokens on the map, I see Bixby. That's it.
Yeah, refresh again. Are you using Google or using Firefox?
Using Chrome.
Nice. Cool. Chrome, yeah.
That's
what I meant.
weird.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. It's you're right on time. It's 10:10 my time.
All right. I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm gonna exit the game and come back in.
Sounds like a plan. And that gives you guys. Yeah, it's just not loading up properly. Roll 20.
Yeah, I did something dumb. I double clicked on the chat. It popped the chat out. I said, "Oh, that's kind of cool," but I want it back in there. Closed the chat, and that was the end of that.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to reverse that one.
Yep. Just restart.
Okay.
Restart.
I'm
exit
back.
and come back. Good. Awesome. Okay,
I'm
so
cool.
what are your guys' thoughts? You got I think Willie Jack wants to head over to the Hercules to check out the sample she got. And then some of you were thinking about you now have information that Mike went back into the mines from the cassette.
That tape didn't sound good at all, and I'd pull out that spare revolver that we found in the ceiling, and I'm like, somebody want to take this?
If you're offering, sure.
All right.
Yeah. So I've got one. I'll give it to you and the ammunition.
Sounds good to me.
So just remember, you need to put some bullets in it because the bullets are not in there. It's just the bullets are in the box. You have 8 bullets in the box. The revolver carries 6.
6.
And
good.
on your character sheet, so that's going to be Ironside taking it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your character sheet, yeah, you got revolver in there. Great. Should have.
What's the damage on that?
Yep, I'll just show you guys here real quick. So I've got a nice, helpful little chart.
Ooh, there we go.
There we go.
Right.
Popped up, and that shows you all the weapons and stuff. So the damage on that should be
It's 1d10, I think.
Yeah, 1d10.
Yep.
6 shots in the gun itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think Willie Jack needs to get to the industrial, the follow industrial decontam.
Yeah.
I do repair. I touch coolant and fluids that, human skin ought not to touch. I think you should follow industrial cleaning.
Okay. If I can railroad you guys a little bit, so you're going to head over to the Hercules. Let's say you cut through the mess.
Yep.
Okay. So as you cut through the mess, you guys will hear... let's see. Sorry. You'll hear this. And again, I hope your Roll 20 sound is on so you can hear it. Go to the mess, though, is right here. Oh, you guys both went through the workspace. Right. I want you in the mess hall. God damn it. Go back to where the coffee machine is. Come on, Starbucks, line up. Or maybe it's McCafe or something. Machine. There you go. So this is a little octagon-sized room. You guys are in there, and as you walk through, you hear this. Sorry, Captain Ron. This might be triggering for you from the last time we played.
No.
And that got me in trouble. Holy smokes, did that get me in trouble. And you guys see in a box in the corner that has a name sharpied on there called Prince, and out of the box comes a cute little kitty cat. Meow meow. And it comes over to whoever's closest and it's got its tail up, so it's looking for love from all the new humans. Meow meow meow, and rubs against, I would say, Bixby's leg, and purrs as it rubs its head, putting its scent on your leg, Bixby.
For shits and giggles, roll biology. Is there anything? Is the cat dripping goo or anything?
Go ahead, give me a roll. Just... Now
Yeah, I'll
don't
get
get
another
freaked
stress
out by
because
the...
I'm gonna fail. There we go. Close, but
Ugh,
still no.
close. Now I just want to remind again, and Gary and Trevor, thank you for your donations. You guys have... you got money to buy dope. Just because you said you bought a stabby in the chat doesn't mean you can't change your mind and instead convert that donation into some dope. Just so you know, into a different form of dope. And
Sounds good.
just you're not tied to it. But don't get weird with, like, the cat doesn't look like that. It's a normal cat. That's the only freaking token I could find. It's not a demon cat. It's
Okay.
the only token I could find for a nice little putty cat. But even with the fail, the cat looks, the cat looks normal and is purring, and then moves its way over to Chewy, looking for love there. This cat loves everybody. It's a bit of a cat whore and a bit of an extrovert. Meow meow meow. Just looking for love, looking for a rub.
Oh, scritch the kitty under the chin.
Oh,
Let it sniff.
purr 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 purr.
You
It
know,
likes
maybe
you.
rub the back of the ears.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's totally digging. It's loving these new humans that are getting just that right spot behind the ear. It's purring lovey dovey. It licks your hand a little bit. Um, so anybody else want to play with the cat?
Nah, I'm allergic.
Who said that? Ironside?
Yeah,
You're
Ironside's
allergic for...
allergic. Yeah, I'll go this way.
Okay, so you're keeping an eye on the cat and kind of stepping away from the cat. I'm just gonna put you in where the mess is. It's this octagon space right here, okay? And we'll just put the cat.
Oh, it's like the inside of it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's the inside part, and put Willie Jack there if you don't mind. Got you all in the mess hall. All of a sudden, the friendly cat stops purring, and all of a sudden, you guys experience silence. You can't hear the auto kitchen, like the background. You know how your fridge makes a noise? All the ambient
Yeah.
sound in the room gets sucked out. Whoosh! And there's no noise. But those of you watching the cat notice the cat hair stands up on end, and it backs away from the entrance. I'm trying to grab it. And it backs away, and it's like backing away cautiously, facing the entrance that heads into the hallway, facing this direction.
Facing that.
And you can't hear it, but its hair, furs on hackles are all risen, and it's trying to back away out this entrance of the thing, and you guys are enveloped in complete silence. You can't even hear your own heartbeat.
I'm an ex-data center guy. Dead silence in a data center makes me really nervous. Dead silence in a technical environment makes me really nervous. I don't like that. Looking for lights, looking around, looking for lack of power, looking for telltales, trouble lights.
Well, what you do see, again, is the cat reacting and backing out, trying to get out this entranceway and looking. The cat is hissing. You can't hear it, but you can see the body language of the cat, and it is not enjoying, and it's looking at this entrance or exit out of the mess hall into the hallway. I know it's hard to tell
So
with
it's
the overlay, but maybe I'll get rid of the overlay so you don't
is
have
it
to.
looking up at the air ducts or directly at the door at level?
At the door. At level.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have like my hand kind of like close to, not gonna pull out the revolver, but kind of like towards it, so I can grab it if I need it.
Okay. I'm just getting rid
I've
of
got
the...
a heavy wrench. I'm gonna sneak over to here.
Okay. So those of you that went to the entranceway,
Yeah.
okay, give me a speed check. And again, if you have military training or anything that would help you with movement or like a dexterity kind of thing or tactics, go ahead and add that to your roll and do the skill check. And this will be using your speed ability. Okay?
Hmm.
And if you're talking to each other, you hear nothing. You may see each other's lips move, but you hear nothing. You're in absolute silence. Oh,
Oh, that
damn.
is
So close,
weird.
Willie Jack. So close. Anybody else? Who else got up there? Bixby, Willie
Yep.
Jack, and
Sorry. Working on it.
Ironside
Slow.
Smart on the other side of the room. Bixby succeeds.
Hey.
Nice. Chewy fails. Okay. So
Big surprise.
Bixby, I think you're kind of you're fine. You kind of get there and you cross through the threshold of the door. I'm just going to move you. But Willie and Chewy, you both bump into something that feels quite solid. And you kind of, but there's nothing there. But it feels quite solid. Give me a body save throw. Again, if you're using dope, this might be a time to use your dope. But if you don't want to use dope, that's okay too. And remember, folks, you've done donations. You can share your donations with your fellows. This isn't about grabbing money, but if you've made donations, make use of it, right? If you want to share, great. If you don't, that's fine too. Willie Jack fails. Okay.
Which one is the? Oh, which
Body
one?
save on the right hand column. Says body.
Oh no, I'm looking for the dope machine that'll boost a body save.
Yep. Now the body
What's
save.
in the? Yeah, it's the jabs. There's like the rads.
Yeah, it will make your body uncomfortable for anything trying to get in there.
Right. Boost my body save. All right.
So that will decrease your roll by -10. So if
Okay.
Willie Jack had done that, that 52 would be decreased to 42.
All right. I will go and make a donation, but to save time, I'm gonna do this.
And you can do the donation after the game. Just pledge it, and I trust you to do it. No problem.
All right. I'm submitting it with a -10 modifier. And let's see. I can't see. Still didn't make it. Oh, what?
What? No, you you totally
I-
you did. With a -10, you're at 17. You made it. You're safe.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I put in the modifier of -10 and it didn't work the way I expected. Got it.
Oh,
Oh, I see. It added it to your target. Minus it from your target, so it made your target.
Right.
That's funny.
oh, that's
Anyway,
fine. Okay, but
I
anyway,
did make it.
you made it. Okay, so it's just Willie Jack. And Willie Jack, as you kind of bump into this thing, you see that there's like you look on your body and there's yellow goo all over your body, and you got some on your cheek and stuff all over the front as you bumped in. So you now have some yellow goo visibly smeared on you. Chewy's fine. Bixby's fine. And then within a split second, all the sound comes roaring back. And you guys can hear each other again. And the cat scampered off.
Since I was standing back, did I see where that goo came from? Did it just like appear on Willie Jack, or?
Disappeared on Willie Jack, yeah.
Yeah, because it was so whoever we bumped into was invisible essentially,
Mhm.
right?
That's
It was
logical.
invisible,
We didn't
and it
see
killed
anything.
them.
Yeah, but you got goo all over the front of you.
Ugh, more. We got to get to that decom.
All right. So if you guys want to, Yeah.
Hold on. There's okay. The cassette said did not like water, so it's a mess. There's got to be some there's some water in here because there's hydroponics. So Willie will run over and like fill up a glass of water and throw it on her face.
okay, Yeah, great. And kind of douse your whole body and kind of wash it off, or what? Just
Yeah,
take the hose
yeah.
from the sink and just hose yourself down right there and there in the mess.
Just strip down and hose down. I mean, they don't care. She's been in the military. She's
All right.
yeah, strip and hose.
Give me another body save to see how successful your washing off goes.
Ugh, okay. Feeling real confident about this.
There's a lot of
I'm
showering
gonna
in
go.
this
I'm gonna
module.
go. I'm gonna go 80.
You can go in.
I was close. Wow. Good
Wow.
Lord. So not she sprayed it off of her, but got it on everybody else.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Everybody else, give me a body save to see if you got
Oh,
the
good
yellow
Lord.
goo on the spray on it. Except for really Bixby, who's standing outside the room. So that's gonna say there's spray around Ironside and Chewy.
So that the dishwasher station with the big hose. She just yeah.
Yeah, but Bixby, I think you're fine because you're out in the hall.
Roger that.
Oh dear. Oops, what's going
Again,
on
it's,
here?
if you want to use dope, it's $10 to take a shot of rads to
You know
lower
what?
that.
That as well. My body's pretty bad, so I've only got 20. So yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, I failed.
Oh, just made it then.
Woohoo! The rads work twice. I'm so glad my dope machine works. Hallelujah. All right. So, but we've got Chewy. You failed that time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And Willie Jack, how did you do? You failed that time too? Yeah.
I didn't re-roll. Was I supposed to? That was the spray it off onto everybody else. That was the original body, the 97.
Yep. No, that's fine. And that makes it so much more fun for me. So thank you for contaminating everybody.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Your game runner enjoys you. All right. So yeah, you guys unfortunately got splattered with it. There are towels. There are tea towels. There's paper towels. There's stuff like that. I don't know if anyone else wants to try to do something to clean off the splatter.
Oh
Grab
yeah.
a towel and like whip it at the other two of them. Like, clean yourselves off.
Ugh.
So,
And as I look back into the room,
Mhm.
I'm like, what are you guys all doing? And I start to back up like a little bit, like I'm kind of freaked out by what I'm seeing in there.
Mhm.
It looks like 16 candles in there. Everybody's stripping down,
Yep.
showering.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, flashbacks to locker room times in high school.
God.
So you managed to wipe it off, and I'm not sure what you guys do with the paper towels and the. Do you just toss them in the trash, or where are you gonna put them?
Hazmat. There's got to be something for hazmat disposal.
There's a garbage bag, so you can shove them in a garbage bag if you want, and seal it
Hazmat
up.
costs money.
Yeah, let's remember you're working for the company. Company's cheap. So those towels, that whatever remnants of it, are in this plastic garbage bag. Okay. And so you get your wet, damp clothes back on. Where do you want to go?
You two lead the way. I'll follow up. Hand by the revolver.
We really need to get to the decom on that other ship at this point.
Yeah, I'm totally up for that.
So just a reminder, if you guys are heading over there, I'll just let me just ping over here. This is where docking bay 2 is. This little line here is the entrance bay, and if you're entering the workspace, you'll catch Sonya's attention, and she'll like, "What the hell are y'all wet? Are you wasting our HTO?"
Looks like he got some sort of like mold problem or something.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Not another thing! God damn it! She's like, "Listen, just so you know, I've lost contact with Ray down in the mining thing. She's not answering her comms. I'm not sure what the deal is. And also, I lost contact with Dana. And
And Jerome, didn't they just go on shift?
They just went on shift. Yeah, they went down the mine to do their shift, and they're supposed to relieve Ray, but Ray wasn't there. And Dana went looking for her, and now I can't reach Dana. I got Jerome down in the mine shaft, in the control room down there. I told him not to leave it, and just hang tight and keep monitoring. Hopefully, them two little ladies come on back. I'm getting concerned, and I'm picking up nothing on CT. Did you guys come up with anything? You find Mike? What the hell's going on?
We think Mike's down in the mine shaft.
Little bastard.
Yeah, with that mold problem. You got like mine mold.
Damn it. That's not in the budget to deal with.
Well, might as well get started on that paperwork then, eh?
God damn it.
I guess while the others are trying to contact the ship there, maybe I'll like start like picking out suits for people if we need them.
Yeah, let's see if we can get to Dr. Giovanni.
What'd you say? Did you mention Giovanni? Listen, I gotta warn you about something. He's a weird dude. Let's go to my workstation. Maybe we'll try and give him a comms thing. See what he's up to. Cause he changed the padlock on the airlock there. Like I don't know what the code is anymore. As soon as he came in to the station, that was the first thing he did. He changed the code on the airlock's keypad. Let me try and raise him on my comm unit here at my workstation. Is that okay with you folks?
Yeah, let's cause we found a sample of that mold and we really kind of want to see what it is. And by the way, whose cat is that?
Princey? Oh hell, Princey's been here before my tenure. Princey's been here for a while. I've been here now 2 years. Princey was here before that. Somebody smuggling that little critter on. He's fine. He's good. You know, he's cuddly. He's a very friendly kitty cat. Yeah. Never met a person that Princey didn't like. She's gonna dial up the comm unit, and she's gonna ping and say, "Dr. Giovanni, this is Sonia, station manager. Come in." And then there's a bit of a pause and a little ring-a-ding, 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 and then something clicks on, and the face of Dr. Giovanni comes on the comm unit. Hello. I'm quite busy with my research right now. Thanks for calling. And it's just the face just kind of stays there for a second.
Is this live or is this an answering avatar?
It looks like it's an answering avatar.
We have a sample of something mysterious we could use your help identifying.
Okie dokie, thanks for calling. Please leave me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done my work. Thanks for calling, Dr. Giovanni. And click, the image clears the screen.
Huh.
And I'm assuming if we, like, Bixby's going to try to open the lock, it is locked. Like, she's not telling us a fib.
Oh yeah. She's like, I don't know what the deal is with that, Dr. Giovanni. So it's not going to be actually this door. You can enter the door. It's going to be the actual airlock on the ship.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Is it possible to bypass that lock?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's possible. Everything around the station's old and shitty. She goes, listen, I'm going to turn a blind eye. You guys do whatever you want to do. It's going to be on your responsibility. What I don't know, I can't get fined for. So, she's like, but I'll tell you what. And she gives a whistle. I can't do a whistle. Oh, that would hurt your ears. But she whistles. And then out from Docking Bay 1 comes Cantero. He's all sweaty and stuff because he's been unloading your shit off your ship. And he's just, again, he's a big, bulky, built dude, strong, muscular. Yo, what do you want, Sonya? And Sonya goes, "Hey, Kentaro, can you help these folks here? We need to get in to see the dock." And Kantaro's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And from his backside, he kind of pulls out a mini crowbar and slaps it in his hand, making a big meaty sound as it does so. "Just point me the way." And Sonya goes, "I don't know what you're doing officially, Kay." Kantaro just nods and goes, "Yeah, mm-hmm." Kind of snorts
Wait,
back.
did she say we could go through the airlock or could not go through the airlock into the ship?
We can get to here, but not through. So this is what
Okay.
we might want to. He's changed the codes.
Got it. Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't know what it takes to bypass codes. Brute force and ignorance is one approach. And I don't know what skills are applicable to get around a.
Do any of you guys have computers?
I've got it, so I give it a try. If no one else does.
Or even mechanical, right? Because the airlock is a mechanical locking mechanism, so whoever you think would be good. So again, the airlock's down here. If you guys want to go into docking bay 1, and as you do, your footsteps echo because there's not a whole lot of freight or containers or anything in this particular docking bay. And above the airlock, you can see electronic sign that says the Hercules. And it's a standard docking bay with a keypad lock. So it needs
Why
a
don't we
code.
try bypassing the lock on the computer side before we do something physical?
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. Does anyone else have computers? I have like intellect at a 30, and then computers. But if anyone else has anything else, that would work too.
I've got mechanical
Negative.
repair.
I could blow the lock.
we can just make that plan B.
How about plan C? If A is computer, B is mechanical bypass, and C is no, I meant now.
Well, let's find out. Oh, hey, I got computers though.
Oh, nice.
Nice, Ironside. You crack it. Sweet. Kentaro looks a little disappointed, and he's like, sniffs and kind of, "I guess I don't need my crowbar." And the airlock opens, and you guys can go in.
I pull out my wrench and say, there's always a place for physical tools. I'd hold on to it.
Yeah, fair enough. So the airlock opens. I don't have a map that we're going to go into, so we're going to go theater of mind. Can you guys just put your tokens in a line as to kind of marching order, kind of going through the airlock? Who's going to be first entering and breaching the ship there?
I think Ironside's gonna hang toward the back since he's got the revolver, and he's not covered in goo.
I can take point.
Okay.
Is the revolver the only weapon we have?
I've got a revolver as well.
Okay.
I have a wrench, and it actually does more damage than the revolver. The disadvantage is if I can touch it, it can touch me.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, Willie's got a knife, a combat knife. That's probably sufficient.
And if it can touch Willie...
I think it already has.
That seems like the biggest problem we got.
Okay.
I'm just going back to the blurb in the rule book that says if you're fighting, you're losing.
Well, that's a good point. It is that kind of system. All right, so we got who do we got here? We got Bigsby going in first, Chewy second, Ironside third, and Willie Jack. Are you gonna stay in the other room, or are you gonna go on the ship too?
Oh, she's going on the ship. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Quintero's like, "Whoa, you guys don't need me." Blows his nose and heads back out to the workspace with Sonya. So there you go. So as you enter in the airlock, the door to the ship opens up after it's kind of pressurized. You take a look in, and everything's dark except it seems like the ship's on emergency power. So there's red lights for the emergency light sources, and they're blinking. Everything's dark. This is not normal. You guys have all been on ships long enough to know that this has triggered some kind of emergency power failure in this ship. There's atmosphere, and so as you walk in, there's a corridor. Um, and you can either go left or right on the corridor. Going left would take you to the cockpit. Going right would take you to the interior rooms of the ship.
As I,
Yep. Sorry.
I was gonna say, as I breach the door, I've got my hand now down on my revolver, but I'm also nervous. Like, that tape freaked me out, so I reach up into my top pocket. I'm gonna pull out a beefcake pill and take it.
Nice. Okay, so again, just looking at our handy dandy dope machine. Beefcake is awesome, and how it works is it's kind of fun. I hope you guys find it fun. Um, you're talking to me, motherfucker. It increased your combat by 10, and that 10 lasts either when one of these two things. It will end if you get 5 rolls. If you have successes, it continues on to the maximum of 5. But the first time you roll a fail, the drug effects wear off. So either you fail, it's done, or you've maxed out 5 successes and then it's done. It's timed out. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. So beefcake. So don't let me forget you got the beefcake going, and that's again homage to Cartman. What can I say? I watched South Park as a young adolescent. No, I'm just kidding. As an old woman. Okay. There we go. Beefcake. Anybody else want to dope up, snort up, jab up?
How long does a dose of rads last?
It's a one-time thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna hold on.
Gonna hold on. Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise, you enter the Hercules. Which way you go? Left or right? Left to the cockpit, right to the interior of the ship.
If we go left, we can maybe power back on, find out what's going on from command, and if that doesn't work, we can do it from engineering.
Do we have a remote comm link to Hal that we could jack Hal into the system? Like, can we communicate to Hal through comms?
I tell you what, give me a computer roll. Let's see if you can set one up.
Looking at somebody who has computer?
Yeah, sure.
Fine. I was really enjoying not having to talk to him for a few minutes, but all right.
And Hal can run a diagnostics and pull logs.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not able to set it up. What a shame.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like the
firewall.
docking bay is shielded, and so you're getting some interference from the shielded wall of docking bay too, because they do process hazardous material, so you can't reach Hal. Or maybe he's just ignoring you because he's a piece of shit AI that thinks humans are all scum.
Oh yeah, there's just so many there's so many firewalls. Can't get the just can't get it set up. No. Don't have to talk to Hal now.
He probably would have fucked you over and lied to you anyway.
Forward sounds like a good plan then.
I just want a left or a right. Left to the cockpit, right to the interior.
Yeah, left sounds good then. If we want to try that first.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if we can let's see if we can turn that on.
Okay, so you guys very easily make it to the cockpit. You don't encounter anybody. You're kind of like, as you're checking the corridors and stuff going up, you don't see anybody. There's no sign of any disruption, except again, there's a power outage and the emergency backup lights are flashing red. And you get to the cockpit, it's there. Again, everything seems neat and tidy in order. And you have access to all the ship systems. If anyone wants to try and do a repair check, go ahead and let me know and we'll start rolling.
Mechanical repair or?
Yep, whatever works for you.
And I've
or engineering, which includes computers,
Yeah, sure.
apparently.
I mean, if you have engineering, I think that's the master level, and that would give you, it's a
Yeah.
master skill, so it would give you
Yep.
12 to your target number. So yeah, if you got engineering, use it. This is a good time for it.
All right. I got engineering. It's a normal roll.
Yeah, and make sure that everybody that's failed, just please make sure that you've remembered to increase your stress.
Oh, have I ever?
And engineering would be an intellect thing, so if you want to take some dope to increase your intellect, you can. You can take a Smartie, and the Smartie works the same way as Beefcake. You can use it for up to 5 successful rolls, or it ends immediately on a fail. So, and that's a cheap one. It's only $5.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that one's a cheap one. So, you know what? I might actually take a Smartie because I've got a few good ones. I'm not going to apply any modifiers. I'm just going to say I've taken a Smartie and I'll deal with it.
Okay, now you gotta answer the question though. Do you eat the red ones last or not in real life?
I eat first because the red ones are faster.
There you go. Love that answer. All right, go ahead and
Everybody knows red has more DACA.
Wow. So much for that, Smarty.
Oh shit!
Yeah, dice gods do not like me today.
Wow. All right, so unfortunately, that also ends the Smarties effect.
Yep.
That's too bad. So you're having a hard time as you're kind of looking at the system. You see that there's some kind of corrosion, not with the actual computers up front in the cockpit, but something internal. Something's probably damaged the wiring or whatever from the main power coupling and engineering. Anybody want to do anything else in the cockpit? And just jump in, you guys. Don't have to wait. Just go ahead and jump in. Role play, role play, role play.
Well, he already tried the engineering. I guess can I try like a computer or something like that? See if I can
Hell yeah,
figure anything else out, or
for sure. Do you want to add any
uh,
dope or you're okay?
I think I'll be all right.
Okay. And again, I hope you don't feel like I'm pushing the dope on you. Dope
No, it's cool.
pusher.
Sure.
Nope. Yeah, nope. Everything's fucked up.
Ugh, good lord.
Is there like a tactical log or something that might have spoke to anything that happened on the ship?
Sure. Now here's the thing: if you guys are getting frustrated rolling from the sheet, maybe their sheet's jinxed. You can always go up and click on your token and use the roll the D100. Because I know when I play Cyberpunk, I swear there's something janky with the roll on Cyberpunk Red. When I use the official, it always janks me up. I hate it. So then I use the macro. So don't feel you always have to do it from the character sheet because you will know what your stats are, right? And you can just roll the D100. Just throwing that out there because these are pretty shitty rolls.
Spectacularly consistently bad across the board.
Yep.
Yes.
Exactly. So I just want you to be aware that you do have the option of rolling just a straight up D100 either from the macro or from the dice roller in the left hand toolbox of Roll20. Okay. Okay, tactics. Looks like you failed. Yeah. Okay, so you can't access the ship's logs. But it was a good thought, Bixby. Looks like it's coded down and encrypted, and yeah, it looks like the only one that can get into it. It says permission denied. You're not Dr. Giovanni.
Well, let's go find this doctor.
All right, so from the cockpit, you can see that there are schematics for the ship. And if you go down the other end of the corridor, heading right, you can see that there is a washroom bathing facility, then the laboratory, then the crew quarters, and then the engineering section.
As we pass the bathroom, I'll take a quick peek just to make sure that, or just to see if these, if anyone's destroyed this bathroom, and then we can be on. We'll know to be on our defrosty.
Yeah, and as you kind of slide touch the panel door and the door slides open, you can see the washroom has been violently destroyed, and it looks like someone's been in there with a crowbar, just ripping the pipes off the walls, the sinks, everything's just been smashed to bits.
All right, keep an eye out for more goo.
Okay. And then as you guys come up to the lab, you see a sign on the lab, and again the red lights are kind of blinking on and off, and you have the door to the lab in front of you, and a panel that if you touch it should open it.
All right. Well, let's take a
Here,
look.
people.
Okay, we
So
got.
I touched the pad to open it.
Okay, and that's Bixby.
Yep.
Okay, so as it slides open, you see a darkened room again with the emergency red lighting kind of flashing on and off. You see a typical lab that has a counter with lab equipment like a microscope and other kind of machines that do analysis. You also see three beds, medical beds, and then you also see a secondary counter on the back wall that looks like it has components for different compounds, chemicals, and that sort of thing. And in the back of the room, again, we'll have to use theater of the mind, you see a figure. And as the door slides open, the figure turns around. And the figure faces you, and it is.
Dripping in goo.
It's this fine old fella. Bring
Ugh.
it up. There you go. I'm just gonna move you guys in a different arrangement. We'll just use the docking bay
As the ship.
Yeah, as the ship. We'll just put you in line this way. Move you back. Move you back in your marching order. Yeah.
And as I'm moving sort of into the lab a bit, I'm like my military training is kicked in. I'm trying to take like tactical cover anywhere I can. So if there's any like any way to get some cover, I don't want to just sort of expose myself. I would think I'd be smarter than that.
Okay, so you can go in and take cover behind the first lab bed.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll just like move you to the side and say you're right in front of behind a lab bed. Okay, and then Chewie comes through the threshold after you.
Ignore that.
So Chewie, you're standing at the door. You see exactly what Bixby just sees, and you see Bixby ducking for cover.
I might step behind something cover as well. I'm going to assume he knows more than me.
Okay. So you can hide on the edge of the counter on the wall. So just imagine that you are right on the corner of the counter, peering across. Really, Jack?
Like that?
Yeah, just leave you there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to move this out of the way. Willie Jack, you're the third in through the door. You're standing at the threshold. What do you do?
I mean, seeing somebody who's combat trained take a cover position, she would reflexively follow suit. Move in and go to a flanking cover position.
Okay.
Behind someone with a gun.
All right, so you see I've just drawn some weird-looking blue lines.
But it's an old dude, right?
It's an old dude.
I mean, he's no threat.
Yeah, he's no threat. I mean, take a look at this janky dude.
He's got a smile. He's got some cool goggles on.
Yeah. So
She'll yell at him.
Okay.
It's coffee time! That's her catchphrase.
He turns around and goes, "Oh my, visitors!" And he's old dude, and he turns around and he smiles. "Are you here?" And he holds his hands up together and wiggles them in front of his chest. And he's got this nervous, twitchy thing where he's like wiggling his hands together like brings them together. "Are you here to see my experiments? I've been dying to share them with somebody."
I think we got your experiments on us already, yells Billy Jack.
"Oh, really? You come closer, let me take a look." And then he'll take a step forward.
Can I fire at him?
Oh, you are spooked.
And then as soon as he's talking weird, I'm just gonna fire at him.
Okay, who's that? Is that Bixby?
Yeah, that's Ironside.
Ironside? Ironside. Okay, so we're gonna go into combat. But you're gonna get the jump on them. So you guys will all get to go first, and then Dr. Giovanni will get to go last because he thinks you want to see his experiments. You're gonna just blindside him. Okay, so combat works this way. In combat you get basically movement, and then you get to do some kind of action. You can double up your movement just like dashing in D&D to get further in. If you look at the cheat sheet, and I'll just show it to you guys again for combat. Here's the combat thing. What you can do kind of gives you some ideas: attacking, pulling out stuff, reloading a weapon, that kind of stuff. So movement and an action. And what else did I want you to see the cheat sheet again as well? So you're gonna roll this time. All your combat actions will be on your combat ability. So I think it's who is it that has beef up?
Bigsby.
Bixby. Bixby has, so you've got the beefcake. It's still active for you. So you guys can decide who goes in what order. It doesn't have a mandatory initiative. What they usually does in this system is you would roll initiative in the sense that you'd roll a speed check, and if you failed, you go after the monster or the adversary. If you succeed, you go first. But in this case, you're going to get a surprise round. Thanks to Ironside's cautionary pulling out of the revolver. Okay? So you just have to tell me what you want to do.
Does anybody mind if I just fire on him first, and then I'll take the downside to that?
No, I'm cool with it because all I've got is melee.
I certainly wasn't expecting that response, so you would get the drop on Willie.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Do a combat check to roll to see if you get the shot off successfully. If you do, then you'll roll your damage. If you don't, then you don't roll the damage. It's as easy as that.
So do I roll? I roll speed first then?
No,
Or is
no,
it,
no, because you're getting a surprise round. We'll do a speed check for the next round when you're out of surprise. So go ahead and roll your shot first using combat.
I bet it won't go well, but I've got firearms, but I'm sure it won't go well.
Oh,
one off.
almost.
That's so
Oh,
Oh, okay.
these dice.
Yeah, it misses, unfortunately. You still have movement, so if you want to duck for cover, you can. These weird straight lines are the medical beds.
I think I stay just like back there and be like, you stay back there.
Okay, so we'll keep you in the doorway, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'll just draw some janky lines there for a doorway. Alright. Okay. You guys, I'll let you decide amongst yourselves who goes next. This is where the collaborative part of combat comes in.
Quick question. I'm assuming, like, looking at this cheat sheet, I don't see like a held action ability, but like for Bigsby, rules of engagement would be like I probably wouldn't just outright attack somebody unless they were offensive or threat.
Mm-hmm.
Not seeing an immediate threat at this point. Like, can I have my weapon drawn, but I'm not going to fire? I just want to like hold it on an offensive action on his part or something. Is that, I don't know if that works.
Yeah, no, that totally works. That totally works. And you can just like hold your turn and see if Chewie or Willie Jack wants to go first. Next.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Where's Chewie at? I mean,
Chewie's
yeah,
hiding
Willie
behind
Jack
the
will go
corner
next.
up
Willie
there,
Jack
right?
will go next. She'll continue her sentence of, yeah, I like to see her. What the fuck? She ducks the gunshot.
Okay, that's
And
it.
looks back at Ironside. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty well. She's surprised as well. It's like, whoa, what?
Okay.
She's done.
Okay, Chewie.
I don't feel like stepping in front of gunfire. I will keep my wrench at the ready and duck back and see what happens.
Do you have anything in character to say to Ironside? Like Willie kind of said, "What the fuck?"
Dude, chill.
He's
Okay.
being weird. He's sketchy.
Don't fire a weapon inside a spaceship.
Not my spaceship.
Yeah, but we're breathing the air. While we've still got some.
All right, and that brings us to the end of the round. So, Bixby, did you want to do anything at this point, or else we'll move to the next round?
No, I'm just looking back at Ironside like come on, like what was that? Just kind of this puzzled look, and then kind of glancing back towards the doctor. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna engage him unless he takes some kind of offensive action in the next round.
Okay, so now we're moving to round 2. Now you all will do a speed test, and it's a pass or fail. Again, if you pass, you go first before your adversary. If you fail, you go after your adversary. Go ahead, everybody, roll a speed test. And if you're taking dope, let me know.
And I'm guessing it's the same. Is it the same thing? You take stress if you fail on that one?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my God. I made it. Well, actually, did I make it or not? Oh, where is mine? Yes, I made it.
Okay, Chewie made it. All right.
I'm using a different macro now.
Yep, no problem.
So I'm just doing percentile rolls.
Sounds good to me. So Chewie's okay. Anybody else make it? No. So Chewie, you're gonna go first.
Unfortunately, I don't know what the dude is doing. You know what? Sorry, is that the exit to the room? No.
No, the
Bixby
exit is where Ironside is.
All right. I'm going to move next to Ironside so that I'm not in front of him when he fires.
That's probably a good idea. Okay, anything else? If not,
That was a move. No. You know what? I want to see what happens.
okay. So, so Dr. Giovanni kind of, oh, that was very loud. I don't like noise. I just want silence. That was so rude. He's gonna move up. He's like, points at you, Ironside in the doorway. You're really killing my buzz, boy. Old man, or whatever you are, that's so noisy. And he's rubbing his temples. I don't like noise. And so he's gonna use his turn to cross the room. And he's not gonna do an attack or anything like that, but he's gonna use that to double up and dash to get right in front of Ironside. And as he does so, and he's rubbing his head, you can see that there's some goo coming out of his mouth, dripping that kind of yellow yolky egg yolk dripping out between his teeth as he's clenching it in pain onto his beard.
See, he's dripping that goo. He's weird.
Oh, that's not weird. That's worse. Ooh. I think that's changing Chewie's mind about what he's going to do next round.
All right, so we got Ironside, Willie Jack, and Bixby. You all failed. You go after Dr. Giovanni. Go ahead and decide what order you want to go. Like, tell us what you want to do, and we'll figure out the right order that makes logical sense to you folks.
So seeing him pass me, what I'll want to do is try to find cover. Likely, I'll switch sides of the bed that I'm hiding behind. And yeah, seeing that there's clearly something wrong with him. Now I'm more apt to fire.
Okay, you can scoot underneath the bed and come on over here. And it's just kind of hard with the tokens, but you can be at the edge peeking so you can keep clear eye and a clear line of sight on
Okay.
him. Okay, that's Bixby, Willie Jack, or Ironside. What do you folks want to do?
I would just be backing up down the hallway,
Okay,
and I'll fire at him again.
alrighty. Let's just say that where the visibility ends, that's going to be the back wall. Okay, so you're back up against
Okay.
the back wall, and that's the corridor. Go ahead and roll your combat check to see if you succeed with your shot.
It's worth a try. So close.
So close. Nope. Pew. You are definitely not good at shooting. We don't know what your background is, but this might be why you got kicked out of the military. Just kidding. Bad shot. Okay, and Willie Jack.
I mean, she's not going to try to take out the guy that might be able to figure out what's going on here. And she's going to say that. Can we stop shooting the guy that might know what's going on? It's for the purposes of scientific discovery. And then I'm looking for water. Is there any water? No, probably not. Wouldn't be labeled as such. Well, it's a lab, right?
Yeah, it's a lab. It's a sink. There's a sink there with a running, like, that has a tap. So it's a lab.
She would, knowing this crap doesn't like water, she would look for a container, like a pitcher or a beaker or a flask or something, to run over, fill up with water with the intent of then throwing it on the doctor to see what happens.
Okay, so the sink is going to be right here. So Willie Jack, as you run over there to grab it, and as you get a beaker, and as you reach for the water tap, you're filled with a sudden revulsion, and you drop the beaker, and you start feeling sick to your stomach. Give me another body save roll, please.
Nice. Let's just assume it's a fail.
Or again, try to using the macro using the roll.
Wow.
Oh, you succeed!
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. So you can even though you feel the sense of revulsion, you can fight through it to fill up the beaker with water.
Is it the water itself that's revolting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she's infected.
Willie Jack's
All
got
right.
Yep.
rabies.
Yep.
But nice succeed. But you can fight through it to get the water in the thing if you want.
Yeah, definitely gonna keep doing that action.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so you now have the beaker full of water. You still have movement. Let's say you still have movement because you were standing right there anyway. So that was your action. What's your movement if you want to do anything?
Yeah, head to here and be like, what? He said his name. I didn't write it down.
Dr. Giovanni.
Dr. Giovanni.
Okay, and then that will end your
Dr.
turn.
Giovanni, we need your help.
Okay, cool.
That's enough. We got
Alright.
the goo on us, and so do you.
Great. Okay, we're gonna do the next round. Everyone do a speed test to see if you where you're gonna go. What order? If you succeed, shout out.
Fail.
Bigsby succeeds.
All right, Bigsby, you go first.
Yeah, so hearing Willie Jack in the previous round talk about not firing, I look over and I'm like, you can investigate that when he's dead. And I'm going to let a shot off as well.
Yay! Go for it. So you got the beefcake, so you get to add 10 to your target number when you roll.
Yep, and I've added it. That's a hit.
Right on. Roll your damage. So again, look on your character sheet. This is the first time we're rolling damage. You should see in the bottom right hand corner your attacks, and you should be able just to click on it, and it should roll it.
Oh, maybe I didn't do it right.
That's fine. You just go ahead and roll the. We'll take the damage roll from that. That's fine. So the damage roll is 1. Oh, that's kind of sucks. All right.
You graze him.
All right. Damage roll is 1. Okay.
It's like clips him.
Yeah. It clips him in the left shoulder, and instead of red blood coming out, that egg yolky ooze comes out of the bullet hole through his lab coat. Starts to see with a yellowy goo. Did you want to do any movement?
I don't, but can I, like, seeing the goo come out, can I just, like, yell out, look at that goo coming out of him?
Absolutely. Okay, and then we're gonna.
I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, and remember you do have cover there, so we'll be adding that to if he does do anything against you. Just remember, cover adds to your armor points. Okay. It adds.
You bet.
It adds. Because you're behind the bed, it will add. It will add. You'll be under actually, I think, heavy cover, and he would have to roll at disadvantage if he attacked you. Okay. Right on. So it's gonna go, and it's gonna turn and face the direction that the pain came in. But then it's gonna look at Dr. Giovanni's gonna look at Willie Jack, and sort of reach into his pocket and pull out a scalpel.
Ooh.
Oh.
And look at Willie Jack in the water, and then seeing the water, he's gonna like kind of shudder backwards and come to the door, ignore Chewie, see Ironside's kind of in the way, and instead lunge at Ironside with attacking him with the scalpel. Okay.
Damn, I was hoping they were going to take his attention. Oh well.
So there you go. I'm gonna roll a 58, and that messes. Now we're gonna move to the rest of the people that failed the rolls, and you guys can act in any order. So, but Ironside, you're right there. Let's do Ironside, Chewie, and Willie Jack, just from who's closest to Dr. Giovanni.
That makes sense.
So
now, how tight is the hallway? Would I be able to duck like duck past them?
To get back into the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you'd have to push him out of the way and come in physical contact with him to do it, because it's the sliding door opening, right?
I don't want to touch him.
Yeah.
He's goopy. I don't want to touch him.
Yeah.
I'll just fire. I've got 4 more shots in the revolver. I'll fire again.
Yeah, in this system, there doesn't seem to be any disadvantage for firing a ranged weapon at this short range, so just go for it.
Nope. And then, so is that the way the hallway goes? So I'll just kind of keep backing out of the way.
Yeah, so if you go down, that's kind of left, that's going to head towards the airlock and the cockpit, okay?
Nope, perfect then. That sounds good to me.
Okay, like, every person for themselves! Huzzah! Okay, and then Chewie.
I'm going to look around for a fire alarm pull station or other alarm I can trigger that is loud and echoey.
Okay. Yeah, you can find. Sorry.
Did the other gunshots provoke any response in Dr. Giovanni? Did they cause him pain or anything, or did he not?
Yeah, except he's had his turn already. So, but yeah, he visibly winces at the sound of the loud discharge right there by his ear. His face is like clenched in pain.
Okay, then I'll stick with that. I want to find some way of triggering a standard shipboard alarm that's annoyingly loud.
Okay, and I'm just going to turn his token because he was facing towards Ironside. So just so you know, his back is towards you, Chewie. Whether that makes a difference in what you're going to do, just so you know.
Do I get an advantage if his back is towards?
You would, actually, because he can't dodge out of your way.
All right. Well,
But if you don't
I
want to do
can-
that, you don't have to. Do whatever you want.
I can thump him with a wrench and move back looking for an alarm because he's between me and the exit.
Okay?
All right.
Roll your combat with advantage. And again, see if you have any skills. If you have military training, then that you can roll it as a military training attack, right? With combat as your attribute.
Right.
And roll
No,
it with advantage.
hydroponics, scavenge, mechanical, but no military training. So it's just a straight up thump 'em.
Yeah. But let's use mechanical because you're a chief engineer with your wrench, and I'm sure you've hurt people in the past that fucked around with you, especially in your black market dealings. You know how to use that wrench. So go ahead, use the mechanical with advantage.
All right.
And use
so that
on the combat attribute.
all right, that brings me up to a 45 as a target.
Okay. Good luck.
Oh, I did this, didn't I? Oh, what the heck? Just roll.
Yay, success! You bash him right in the skull. You crack him. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, that is 2d10. I'm just going to go over here and do
13. Fantastic. So your wrench hits him back in the skull, cracks it open. Inside, all this goo and brain matter mixed together kind of looks like, split pea ham soup that's really thick and gooey, oozes out of his skull, and his body crumbles to the ground. And Dr. Giovanni is dead. You're out of combat.
Oh, I think Dr. Giovanni's been dead for a while.
Yeah. In a different sense.
Sorry about that, Willie Jack, but I don't think he was going to help us anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys want to do? You're in the lab, you got the body there. I'm just realizing we only got about 45 minutes left.
What? No!
Yeah.
Okay. Look for any notes that would help us with Willie Jack.
I'm gonna jump over his corpse so I don't touch the goop.
Okay.
Don't do the Conan thing and slip in the blood, right?
So I'm just going to remind you, Willie Jack, on this upper kind of counter right here, this longer one on the top side of the map, or a bunch of laboratory diagnostic tools, including microscopes and that sort of thing. Okay? On the back is the sink, and then we have the body. So just someone is looking for notes and stuff, I would imagine, on the counters, right?
Yep.
So let's deal with that first, since that was the first person to shout out. And who was that? Was that Chewy that's looking through, or Ironside?
That was Chris, so Chewy.
Chewy, okay, we're going to put you right over there. And as you're kind of going through things, you not only find, you go through the stuff, you find a cassette tape. A cassette tape that is white, that has written on it in Sharpie, Dr. E. Giovanni log HRCLS-EX0119. So you find a cassette tape. And what else? Yep, that's what you find. There's also a cassette recorder there if you want to listen to it. And it looks like a smaller cassette recorder that is typical for scientists that like to, take audio notes.
Well, at least we got something we can listen to it with.
Did you pop the cassette in? Or no? Yes. No?
Yep.
Okay, everyone, listen to your Roll20 sound, and Chewy presses play now.
Initial reports confirmed. Subject appears to be biochemical in nature. Place of origin suggests medical use, though that's not much of a theory. Disappearance of worker 7709, likely unrelated. Possible negative reaction to water? Not yet clear. I'll follow this up in the morning. Initial positive result on the substance's medical properties. Whether it's possible to control its effects on our biology, what is essentially alien biology, currently inconclusive. It's incredible. Truly incredible. A rate of healing beyond anything. It's almost as if it's replacing cells entirely, rewriting the body at the molecular level based on some like a cocoon. How the creature is broken down, then remade. If anyone finds this, please don't touch it. Do not come into contact with the.
Whoa. Okay. Well played.
Look at Willie Jack. I'm guessing he said don't touch the goop, but too late.
Oh wait, that's all of us though, practically.
I'm not goopy.
When Willie Jack tried to, yeah. But the rest of us got splattered.
I don't think Bixby did though.
No,
Yep.
Bixby
Bixby
didn't.
and Ironsides are good.
Chewy, Willie Jack. Ironside, did you get splattered? I got Chewy and Willie Jack. Back in the mess.
No, I didn't get splattered because I took the rads.
Right, good. Okay, so at least Chewy and Willie Jack have been splattered.
Well, I'm gonna light another joint.
Yeah, it might be that time. Ironside, are you checking out the body?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I've got biology, so I can roll that.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's more accurate than first aid at this point.
You got it. Oh, crap. Yeah, well, can you do a body save?
Yeah, why not?
Body save. Wow,
Whoa.
that's the time to make it. That's the
Don't
time
touch
to
the
make
goop.
it. Yeah, so as you're checking out the body, you're kind of like using you pull out a pen or something like that, and you're checking the insides of the lab coat, and you find that you fish out a pair of infrared goggles that don't have any goo on them. And yeah, so that's pretty cool. If you wanted, you could grab the scalpel, but the scalpel does have goo on it. You'd have to clean it.
Nah, scalpel can stay though.
You also find a key card that was on his inside pocket. Again, it doesn't have goo on it.
Oh,
So-
good. As long as that doesn't have goo.
Yeah.
That makes things easy.
So that's what you find on the body, and you don't get any goo on you, and the items you pull off don't have any goo except for the scalpel.
I'll toss the glasses to Bixby. Be like, "Yeah, you're a better shot than me, anyways."
Okay, Bixby, you now have infrared goggles.
Maybe
Okay.
there's that. Remember that thing you two bumped into? Maybe that's related to it. Maybe you'll be able to see it.
Ooh.
Yep. Fair enough. And Bigsby's going to turn on the taps for the lab sink, like full blast, and I'm going to start soaking myself like head to toe in water.
Good. Very good, drenching yourself. And actually, as Bixby's doing that, the sound of water, Willie, Jack, and Chewy, I need you both to do a body save to see how you react to the water.
All right.
Okay, Willie, Jack, you're freaking out. You hear that water, and the revulsion of water is so strong now that it makes you, it's almost like fear, right? You gotta move away from that fucking sink. And Chewy, you fail too. You're like, get me the...
Oh, spectacularly.
Yep. You're puffing on that joint and running to the other side of the room to get away from the source of water.
Do I perceive that they're reacting?
Oh, hell
that way?
yeah, you do. Hell yeah, you do.
I yell out to Ironside. There's something wrong with them. I think they're
Hey,
infected.
you two, do you want me to splash you with water? I can throw some at you.
Are there more vials, like not vials, but like pitchers or anything
Mhm.
I can collect water in, or not so much?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who took the squirt bottle anyway? Water squirt bottle.
Oh, that was Chewy.
Yeah, but I think it only had a couple drops in it, so it's not full. But if like you guys aren't insane yet, right? Chewy and Willie Jack, but you do feel this revulsion to the water and pulling away, but you still have your right minds for now. And yes, there are containers, Bixby, you can fill up.
Yeah, so I'm feverishly like filling them as quickly as I can, and like more than one, as many as I can fill there. I'm gonna have them kind of on the sink.
Gotcha. Anybody else doing anything? And are you putting on the infrared goggles or not? Or are you just gonna keep them there in case you want to
Yeah,
put them on?
as soon as I got the water situation sorted out, and I kind of feel like I've got seeing it as a weapon. Yeah, then I'd throw the goggles on and see if they assist at all.
Okay.
Yeah, should I fill up more things with water and we can both throw water at them?
I was
Water
going to say,
bombs.
do we look any different to you in infrared than Ironside does?
Yeah, so I'd be scanning the room. I don't know if I see anything different, but
You want to give me a roll? Again, you can use military or tactics or something like that to add to your roll as a skill. Because you're in full alert now.
Okay.
Is that something Billy Jack could help with? She's also trained military.
Yeah, he's kind of scanning you though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. And yeah, Willie Jack, you're on the other side of the room. But I mean, you guys can role play out. I mean, this is weird. Like you've never felt scared of water before. You haven't lost your mind. But
Well, actually, you know what's on Chewy's mind is the rate of healing remark on the tape. And I'm kind of watching Giovanni's body nervously, wondering if we can secure it somehow. Hey, did you guys hear that thing about healing? Do you think he's going to come back?
I'm more worried about you right now.
Possible. Yeah.
Why are you afraid of the water?
It's the goo. That's what probably happened in the shower. The Mike, whatever the hell his name is, got the shit on him and freaked out in the shower and broke the place.
Oh, but to break those pipes, that's superhuman, right? Just, I think,
so it originated from here, right? And then the doctor came, and did he come here for this, or did he bring it with us? Like, she's starting to panic.
Well, I remember.
We're all gonna die here, man.
Mike found that crack in the mine, and then this guy came down. So I think maybe it's from the mine. So it might be from here.
You realize there's only one option that we have here. There's only one play.
Throw water on you, and I throw water on them.
Do you throw water on them?
Oh yeah, I throw water on them.
Okay.
Her.
Yeah. So the water's gonna. Let's have you roll Ironside combat to throw the water. See if you succeed.
Well, we know this goes well, so I'll probably just miss them.
Yeah, but this should be an easy test, right?
Yeah. You make
Oh
it.
yeah, I actually got it for once.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
so you hit both of them. You guys both have a huge reaction. It's painful when the water hits you. Incredibly painful.
It burns us. It burns us.
Yeah, to the point that you guys both take 6 points of damage.
Ow.
Yeah, and you guys feel intense pain, like seriously. It's almost like being tasered. The effect the water has as it hits you.
Might help, but I guess not, eh?
Does the feeling persist?
It's 6 points of damage. It's like a zap from the water, and then it's done. It's not ongoing. It's not a continuous effect. It just zaps. You have
Ow, man,
excruciating
don't do
pain.
that again.
I was trying to clean you off. Thought it'd help.
That's not helping. Well, it hurts.
If I could go back to my previous what the fuck, Ironside? She looks at him.
What? Science, right? You guys do
That
experiments
is
in my
not the
experiment.
scientific method.
Science.
I grabbed that tape cassette, started recording it in the note. Water hurts.
So
I need you guys though to roll a panic all the way around because this reaction to water confirms your suspicions that these two are infected. So
Shit.
that's going to be shock for everybody. So we're going to start with Chewy, then we'll do Willie, and we'll roll your 2 panic attacks. What are your guys' stress levels right now?
I think I am at 7.
Okay.
I'm at 14.
Okay, so let's start with Chewy. Chewy, go ahead and
All
roll
right.
the panic attack 1d20. You want to roll over your stress so that you handle it, right?
One question, does the weed help me in any way?
Yes, it gives you advantage.
All right.
That's good.
So I'm going to do it twice and take the higher of the 2 rolls.
All right.
Nice.
Thank God for weed. Woo wee. But let's just say this though: the water put out your blunt, but you are still you got a nice little body buzz going.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, no, but you'll keep that body buzz for a bit.
No, I was thinking more about the extinguishing the blunt.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I don't know. That's good weed. It's hard to grow that shit in your engineering. Willie Jack, go ahead. What's your stress? And let's roll panic.
stress is an 11, panic is an 11. Is that a push?
No, you succeed. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay. You haven't panicked either. Okay, great. And Bixby, you already rolled. What was your stress?
Yeah, so I also met it. So mine is a 5 and I rolled a 5.
Fine, you're good. Ironside.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna go well. I got 14. Yeah, there we go.
There you go. So you got a 5. So you now have the panic effect of coward. You gain a new condition. You must make a fear save to engage in violence or flee. So, you got your revolver. These two you now know are completely fucked up and infected. Roll that fear save. And if you fail, you're gonna... Yeah, this way. Let me just double read that. Gain a new condition. You must make a fear save to engage in violence or fear. Actually, never
So if I
mind.
want to try to attack anyone, that looks like I have to roll to actually do it.
Exactly. Sorry,
Only
got it.
slightly different than how I've already been acting.
Yeah, I got a little excited. But yeah, so just you are now like fearful of these, especially these two. It's like fuck.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna turn to him. You're goopy. You're full of goop now.
Yeah. So if I could finish my previous statement there, Ironside, without you acting like a dick. So clearly we're fucked. This place is fucked. Everybody on here is gonna die who's either affected or not infected already. So here's a drastic course of action as she stares across everybody in the room. Everybody not infected, get them on the ship. Everybody else, we're blowing this rock.
So that means you two are staying then?
Well, we're gonna die anyways. I'm gonna die on my terms.
No, I'm just double checking to see if you're trying to make us take you back with us.
And
no,
hence,
is there a cure for this?
the PvP begins. No, just kidding.
I'm trying to figure out how Chewy's gonna deal with this. I'm gonna say he's laid back.
Yeah, being a stoner kind of does that to a personality. Yeah.
That's where I'm going. So I think Chewy's going to accept that, and he's going to work to blow the rock, and he's going to make sure that he consumes his pharmaceutical stash.
Okay.
Hey,
cool.
Willie looks at Chewy. Hey, spark it up, buddy. She holds out her hand.
I share.
You have a whole little pocket full of bunch because you were hoping to do biz on this rock. So yeah, you got plenty to go around.
As a matter of fact, I have some painkillers. So, um, you know what? I'm gonna go for bliss, and I'm gonna go with Bixby's plan because I don't want to spread negative vibes to the rest of the galaxy, and this stuff we're on is a big negative vibe. How's that?
Big question here, though. Now, are we gonna tell the others about all this, or are we just gonna leave? You and me, Bixby. Are we gonna go around for like throw water on everyone, see if it hurts them?
I think we take water with us, but I'm not feeling that heroic today.
Well, I think
here,
that fellow that was showering, I think he might be fine. For now, at least.
And I basically take my revolver, put it back in my holster, and I grab the biggest two containers I can, one in each hand, and I start walking towards Willie, Jack, and Chewy. I'm gonna put one container on the ground, and then I take out a fragmentation grenade, and I toss it over to Willie Jack, and I'm like, if it gets bad, use this, maybe on yourself. And I pick up the vial of water, and I've kind of got like one vial of water in front, one in back, and I'm kind of turning, like twisting, so that I'm sort of trying to keep the water between myself and them, as well as anybody else.
Yeah. Cool.
Number two, though, like what do we have that can blow a rock?
I don't know, a reactor?
Starship?
Tiny explosives?
You know how to do that? I don't know how to do that.
I know how to do that.
All right.
We've got this ship right here.
Does anyone have, again, asteroid mining? I think one of you does, right? Don't you, Willie Jack?
I do, yeah.
Or somebody?
Yeah. Willie Jack has geology and chemistry, so yeah, she can make some shit.
Well,
I guess I do have asteroid mining. You were asking about that. I got that.
Yeah. Do you want to give that a knowledge roll real quick for me? And I just...
Me?
Yeah, for sure. Whoever has asteroid mining. I guess that's Ironside, right?
Yeah.
Give us a roll. And I just rolled 5 on a 1d10. So Willie Jack and Chewy, you've regained 5 hit points. And you're starting to feel really fucking good. Okay. Oh, you kind of fucked up the asteroid mining check. That was a big fail. Gain of stress.
Do either of you mention this to us at this point?
No.
Well,
I love you, Captain Ron.
I'm gonna put feeling good down to my consumption.
Hell yeah! Yeah, man.
Of course I'm feeling good.
Meant more just so we can keep an eye on the corpse, but hey, all right.
That's rockstar weed you're smoking.
Yeah, this is really good shit. What a shame I'm gonna die. This is one of my best batches. Can you imagine what I could have done? Damn, that's annoying.
There you go. Okay, so Bixby, you were kind of heading out the door with your like you kept those guys right in front of you. You're stepping over the body, and you're heading out to the airlock.
Yeah, and if there's any movement at all towards me, I'm like, I'm holding that water straight out in front of me, like, you're gonna get this.
Okay.
I'll warn Willie, Jack, and Chewie. Hey guys, just step back. I'm gonna just and I'm gonna like motion. That I'm gonna like pour a bunch of water on like the
corpse.
Mr. Doctor there.
Yep. Okay, and no roll necessary. As you pour water on it, the body starts to bubble and starts to lose composure and starts to de-evolve into a big puddle of yellow goo in the lab jacket. And he's just like a big puddle of goo now.
Oh, I don't want to go out like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Maybe blowing the place is the right move. And you know, I actually did thought maybe I could actually just get the goop off you. So I am sorry about that. I'll have to grab more water and walk out.
No, you're not.
All right,
it's not like we want to eat your brains.
I'm going to pull you into the hall there, Ironside, with Bixby. Bixby, as you walk out, you have those infrared goggles on. You see on the floor, all of a sudden, these huge footprints that are looks like they are three-toed footprints up and down the hallway, and it looks like they've trampled everywhere except they did not have any tracks that show it entering the lab or entering the washrooms. But there's these big prints. Using your infrared goggles, you can see them on the floor, on the metal plates of the floor.
Can I ascertain like kind of what direction they've gone now, or where it might have gone, just based on the way
up
it's
and down the whole hall, but there's no prints going in or out of the laboratory but they've gone up and down. It looks like it's gone up, checked out the whole ship, and come back out.
Okay, I'm gonna keep moving then. Now we got a mission goal now, so we're trying to get to the ship.
Okay, so as you get to the airlock, do you leave the ship?
Well, I go back on into the station so we can get to our ship.
Okay, so hold right there. So as you leave
Okay.
the airlock, you exit the Hercules, and so the docking bay will no longer be our laboratory.
Okay.
And you come out, and as you get to the entranceway between here and the workspace, there is no Sonya, there is no Cantro. There's actually nobody in the workstation, but you see Bixby, you see footprints all over the floor. And
Ironside, these goggles are showing me something on the floor. There's some kind of creature with 3 toes walking around. Be alert.
Go toward them.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, do they look like they're going back towards our ship?
they look like they've been trampled all over the space. And they look like they're kind of centralized over this one particular area, too. Let me just bring it back up. Here. The vent that's above the mine shaft, it looks like has the most traffic of the prints. Now, I want to just hold 1 second. Willie, Jack, and Chewy. Now, you are in the lab. Are you slowly at a distance following these guys back out of the ship, or are you staying on the Hercules?
I want to stay on the Hercules and rig the engines to blow. Willie
Okay.
Jack, you want to help me?
Yeah, I'm sticking with yeah. Willie Jack is sticking with.
Okay. So go ahead and give me like an engineering check for Chewy with advantage because Willie Jack is assisting you to see if you can
All
ring
right.
up the engines to blow.
All right. So let's see. That's intelligence. I'm at a plus 15. So 57 is my target. And I'm going to go over here, spool up this macro. I wrote a macro and stuffed it in. So.
No problem. Yeah.
All right. So I got a 3 or a 72. I'm going to take the 3.
Yeah, hell yeah. So, yeah, you're able to get control of the ship's engines and its fusion reactor and to rig it to blow. And with the 3, that's so low, you can actually even set up some kind of remote device that you can carry with you to blow it. Or you can set up whatever time frame you want for it to count down to self-destruct. It's up to you. With a 3, that's fantastic.
Can I rig an announcement that says you have 15 minutes to reach minimum safe distance?
Hell yeah! With the 3 roll, you can patch into the station in the ship and put that general at everybody announcement on.
Okay, in that case, it's going to be, hey, dudes, you've got 15 minutes to reach minimum safe distance.
Okay, and so Bixby Ironside, you hear that coming over the loudspeakers within the station itself proper.
Yeah,
Okay.
does anyone come like running out of the mess hall or anything like that after that?
Nope.
No, we're going to stroll out because I want some coffee to go with the weed. Hey, Willie Jack, you want another one?
Yeah, hit me up.
Okay, and just so you know, Willie Jack and Chewy, you regain your final point of hit points. You're back up to normal. You've you feel great. Your body's healed. No pain at all. Feeling 100%. In fact, you feel better than you have in the last 20 years.
You know
Good
what?
shit.
I'm gonna close the door to the Hercules as well, so I can't get back in.
You guys feel really good. It's hard to
I
believe this is
do.
bad shit, man.
What I want is, I want a Twinkie. I wonder what they got. Maybe they got Fruit Loops.
All right.
There's little Debbie's.
Yeah.
I'll take the Little Debbie's.
Okay.
Okay.
But actually, Ironside, you just had a good question, right? Does anybody run out immediately when you guys are standing there? But after the announcement, I rolled a 1. That means, yeah, someone does roll out. Now that I've rolled the 1. Let me get on the right thing here. And let's say it's going to be Rosa. She runs out to the workspace and she's yelling, "What the fuck's going on, Sonya?" And she's trying, like, "Where the fuck is everybody?" Right? And so she.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Hey, Rosa, come over here.
And we've got the water out. Like, we're holding it, pitchers of this water right in front of her.
She's like,
Well,
"What the fuck is going on? Are you guys rigging this place to blow? Like, Jesus Christ!"
All right, you're not gonna stop talking. I throw water on her.
What? All right, you don't even have to roll it. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" She's throwing water and she wipes it off and she's like, "Jesus Christ, man! Like, who the fuck are you guys? You're starting to act weird like
okay,
Mike."
that means you're coming with us. You can come with us, or you're gonna die.
What the fuck are you talking about? Where is everybody? Where's Sonya? Where's
Weird
Jerome?
goop is taking over everybody, so we're gonna have to blow this place up. Is there anyone else out in the mess that you want to take with?
I didn't see anybody. I only saw Jones, Princey. Jonesy, that's his
Ashraf's
left.
gone.
The kitty. Jonesy, kitty, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And just
No, you leave the kitty here. If you want to live, though, he's not lying. Everybody here's infected, except for you. We need to move.
What? Okay. I mean, I guess that destruction. Okay, let's get out of here. Fuck. I never liked those guys anyway. Ma, Jesus. Jerome owes me like 100 credits. No, that's fine. Okay, I'll follow. Where are we going?
We got to get to our ship and try to get out of here.
Okay,
Head
I'm
that
right
way.
behind you. So as you guys kind of cross over, Rose is following behind you. You hear her scream, "Ah!" And as you turn, you see that as you're turning, you see that somehow her left arm is just gone. Her left arm is gone. And it starts splurting at blood and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna take one of my pitchers, and I'm gonna spray it across the room, like as wide, kind of a wide berth as I possibly can, to see if it hits anything.
You still
that
got your
might be near
goggles
her.
on, right?
I do.
So behind her, you can see this weird, big, shaggy figure in your infrared goggles. Ironside can't see it. On the other side of Rosa, that seems to have its head like chomping down on where Rose's arm used to be.
Okay. Then if that's the case, I'm gonna be like, Ironside, the creature's right there. Back up.
Oh shit! All right, go through the door.
And if we get through the door, is there like a panel or something we can do to try to contain it? Like, can we shoot the panel or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Something.
If you're gonna shoot it with your gun, just do a combat roll. Or if you're just gonna close it, that's fine. But then it will be able to open it up fairly easily. But it's up to you. Yeah, it just sparks off the plate. In fact, that sparks off the plate enough that it jams and it's jammed open.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I know, it sucks, eh? And you hear Rosa again as you're standing at the door, you see her again, and you see her whole fucking head disappear and her body crumbles to the ground. Bye-bye, Rosa. It was nice knowing you. Didn't get to smoke that fat, juicy blood, did ya? Nope.
Damn it! I could use that about now.
Yeah,
Ironside's booking it toward the ship.
Yeah, and as soon as he does, I'm behind him.
Okay, Ironside, you get to the airlock. It's locked because you haven't got the quartermaster to sign off on your cargo manifest. Do you want to try and jury rig it with the computer check or mechanical check, or try to bust it open or something? How you want to play it?
Sure. I can use. Oh, could I use jury rigging? I think that gives me a little bit more of a bonus, eh?
Hell yeah, you can.
Is, any chance? Any chance you got like jury rigging or anything that could give me advantage on this, Bixby?
You know what I can give you is I have $20 worth of drugs I can give you. Can I buy him like four? Can I buy him like 4 Smarties?
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
I'm blowing the wad. There you go.
4
so you've
Smarties,
got
that's going to be 40. So it's going to increase
40.
your target up by 40.
So it's 40 then.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what
Okay,
is your
well-
target number now?
It should be like almost 90 if we add 40 to it.
Yes, it's the time to take your dope, man.
Yeah, target 85. It works.
Nice. Yeah, you're
Good
able
job.
to. The doors slide open. Let's have them open. They open up.
Al, I don't want to hear any of your bullshit. You shut the hell up as I get on the ship.
Where are
Just
the...
get on.
Yeah, and Hal goes, but Ironside, where are the rest of the crew? This is quite...
I'm gonna format you. That's it. I'm done with this.
All right, with that roll, jury rigging, we're going to say it covers whatever you're going to do with Hal. You can put the ship on manual, put Hal in sleep mode, and do whatever you're going to do with this ship.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah, just
Just get us off
there was
this.
nothing else we were gonna do, right? Like we were just gonna there's nothing else we can do. We just gotta get out of here.
Yeah, let's
You
get out of
have
here.
10 minutes to reach minimum safe distance.
Yeah.
Let's say
I guess
it's closer than that. Let's say that this is gonna. Does anyone have piloting or anything like that?
I've got piloting actually.
Okay, this is like all or nothing, right? Because we got
Say
Willie,
die.
Jack, and Chewie are gonna die when their engines explode and take out the station. Let's see if Ironside can do a piloting roll to get you and maneuver that ship off of this rock. It's all or
Is that
nothing.
is that intellect or what's that one?
Piloting? Yeah,
Huh.
it should be intellect. And
Okay.
what level is it? Is it master? I can't see your sheet right now.
Nah, it's just like the first level.
Train.
Does the Smarties still work? I can't remember.
Yeah, the Smarties, you succeeded, so the Smarties still works. So that's going to bump it up 40 for this one.
Okay.
It works until you fail or until you use it 5 times.
So I've got around 80. So like, here's hoping.
This is the time.
There we
man.
go.
There you go. You didn't even
Now we roll
freaking
well.
need it. Okay, describe your departure from the rock.
Oh, it's just basically like this shot, and we're just flying out, and yeah, I don't know what's what's Chewie and Willie Jacks doing while the thing's blowing up, because I think like the final shot is like you guys.
Yeah, Chewie, Willie, Jack, describe your explosion and what happens.
Well, for me, I'm having a bowl of Fruit Loops, sitting at the table, listening to the countdown, and saying, "This is going to be a hell of a ride."
Are you listening to any music?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm going to listen to Hawkwind because, well, kings of psychedelia and space rock from the 70s. And I'm a big Hawkwind fan. Cool.
All right. And Willie Jack, what are you doing? Or do we still have Willie Jack, or did we lose Captain Ron somewhere? Captain Ron, are you still around? Because if not, I don't have Hawkwind, but I do have this. Here we go. And you're just sitting
Nope.
there.
Captain Ron just came back.
Captain
Yeah,
Ron,
sorry. Like,
Willie Jack's final, your final minute before this thing implodes. What's Willie Jack
yeah, I
doing?
mean,
Chewie's eating Fruit Loops and smoking weed and listening to rock.
Just sitting back, nice cup of coffee, just kind of looking at the stars and sitting on that. She'll pull the pin on the grenade and sit on it, just in case.
Ka-fucking-boom! Everything blows up. The Hercules set off a chain reaction that triggers the generator in the station, and that fucking rock is blown to smithereens. But the Mao Tang freighter ship escapes at maximum velocity. You feel the burn. But yeah, Ironside and Bixby, you make it out to report to the company and live another day. All right.
I'm gonna earn another paycheck, great.
Exactly. So there you go, you guys. That's what Ypsilon 14. We have 2 survivors at least. 2 of you died, but died heroically. And yeah, that's. I think that was fantastic, actually. Thank you so much for
Awesome,
playing.
guys.
I hope you had a good time this morning.
Oh, that was awesome.
You know
Thank
what?
you.
Yes, thank you.
I've been dying to try
I-
out Mothership, and I've never had the chance.
Yeah. And I managed not.
You managed
I've
not to
died.
what?
Managed not to die horribly. I've died spectacular.
In a ball of frickin' fire like a boss. You and Willie Jack,
Yep.
Chewy and Willie, like bosses, man. Like seriously. And Fruit Loops and weed and some good rock. I mean, if you had to go, that's not a bad way to go.
Actually, there's a video out there called Weed, Samosas, and Sriracha by Delhi to Dublin.
Cool. Hey, look at what Bixby said. We are pouring scotch on the ship and salute to our brave colleagues. So good. That
Yep.
was awesome. Excellent. Yeah, excellent way to wing ding it out of there. So, thanks so much for playing. It's this we just launched the RPG Alliance Hybrid Charity Con with this wonderful Mothership adventure. You guys were fantastic. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the con. I hope if you haven't signed up for more games, to sign up for more games and just have a wild fun weekend. We got lots of prizes. And that reminds me, I do have prizes to give away. Which I didn't do before. So, I'd like to give each one of you guys a prize. So, I think I have your emails on your badges. So I just need to know, as far as, did you want a Mothership starter bundle on Roll20 so you can run your own game and run this game yourself? Or do you want a drive-through RPG Mothership adventure that I'll pick up and send to you?
I'd
Let
like
me
the
know.
adventure, to be honest. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the Roll20 would be great.
Roll20, so
I think I'd like the
Ron.
drive-through, actually. I think I'd like the drive-through
Okay,
one for me.
So Gary is drive-through, and Chris, are you Roll20?
Drive through, please. I have this dream of playing in person.
Okay, and
One day, right?
Trevor, you are Roll20.
Yes, please.
All right, and Captain Ron.
Captain Ron would love the module access because I might be able to use it for Spelljammer.
Oh yeah, totally.
No, yeah.
Totally. Okay, so that's Roll20.
Oh, that'll be ugly.
Thank you all. Now, I just want to check out before we go. How much did you guys all donate in total? Because I'm terrible for tracking that sort of stuff. Tell me, and I will put a matching donation in on our Canada Helps. How much have you pledged?
I pledged $15.
Okay.
I did 10.
Okay.
I did 25.
Thank you. All right. So we got, what is that? 35, 40, $50. I will do a matching donation today, and I'll get those prizes off to you, and I really appreciate you guys raising money for good causes here. Thank you
Wait
so
a minute.
much.
Now, hold on there, Vicky.
Yeah?
So, Captain, this is Captain Ron.
Yeah?
Can I shock the monkey on Chewie so Chewie survives the explosion and continues bringing this plague across the galaxy?
Just floating as a
Yes,
poopy
you
human in the middle of space.
can!
Yeah,
Shock the
another-
Monkey Apocalypse Edition. Hell yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
then
you can.
then I expect to play in the follow-up, ma'am.
You got it. So that
So
that
I
brings
will-
us up to $60.
Yep.
All right.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna do.
I can't smoke a joint in a spacesuit.
I figured out.
But think of it this way:
Oh, wait.
you're no longer human. You
Yep.
don't need a spacesuit. You're a yellow goo creature now, and you've been resurrected.
Well,
For
actually, I was
more-
just thinking that a space helmet fishbowl would make a hell of a super toker.
Oh my god, yeah.
So Chewie just now became the big bad.
Totally. The revenge of Chewie shall happen.
Yeah, it's exact revenge on our ship's companions, for they deserve it.
The
Awesome.
munchies don't mean what you think it does.
All right. If any of you have a different email for the drive-through or Roll20 than what's on your badge, please direct message me in Discord for the right one, right? Sometimes you guys use different ones, right? For different accounts. So direct message me within, let's say, the next half hour, because I want to get your prizes out to you ASAP, and I'll get that matching $60 donation on Canada Helps ASAP as well. Cool. And
Awesome.
Captain Ron has a couple games coming up.
Yeah, can I
please
stump for a
plug.
minute?
Yeah, please.
So Captain Ron, I'm one of the campaign administrators for Greyhawk Reborn. We're playing 5th edition in the world of Greyhawk. We have our own Discord server. We run games online, local conventions in person. Remember those? So you can find us. Check out our Discord, and we're in all the spaces.
All right.
Cool.
If you like 5th edition, if you like Greyhawk, if you played Living Greyhawk back in the day, we're sort of continued Living Greyhawk, advance the campaign world, and we're doing our own thing. It's an organized play. You take your PCs. If you play organized play, you know how that stuff works. We work the same way. We've been probably 10 years now. Been involved for going on my 3rd year, and it's a good time. If you like 5th edition and you like Greyhawk.
Very cool.
Wow.
And Greyhawk is not the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah,
We are playing Greyhawk as it was intended to be, with just a little edge to it,
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, and listen, since you, Captain Ron has made Chewie the next big bad alien out there smoking weed in a spacesuit, here's a little salute for Chewie. Listen on. There you go. Chewbacca lives. Chewie lives. Okay. I think
Always
that's
a good game, Vicky. Thank you. I like this system. It's a nice. It's clean.
It's simple. I think the only
I'm a
thing
fan of it.
is the skills are really limited. It seems like skill checks not outside of combat are mostly in intelligence. So I think that's the only weird. But it's being written. The Kickstarter made over $1 million. It's supposed to be coming out in the first quarter of next year. So hopefully, Mothership has a great Discord server. So get on there and put your feedback into what you thought. They absolutely want feedback on people that are doing like this kind of draft of the 1E edition, and they've been really good about taking feedback. Anyway, and
Okay.
I haven't run it for about a couple months, so I'm sorry if I was a little rusty in this morning and shit. But thanks for getting up, guys. Getting up this early and coming to, again, blow up shit.
Gotta do
That was
it.
awesome. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, we got to blow up a starship and an asteroid mine.
And I just want to point out too that I'm going to be a player in Gary's Orc Borg. That's tomorrow at 1:00. So, and we still got seats open, and I'd love to play with you guys again. So, if anyone wants to play Orc Borg, and Gary, do you want to do a shout out for your game because it looks pretty cool? I've never played before.
Well, I'm running Orkborg tomorrow at 1 p.m. Alberta time, MST. Yeah, that one just came out. It's a hack of Morkborg. So if you've ever heard of or played Morkborg, it's pretty similar, but it's basically like a bunch of orcs on a big ship made of a bunch of other ships smashed together. Just a generation ship of orcs just fighting and literally trying to crash the ship into heaven and cause the apocalypse.
Very cool.
Like that's gonna be kick-ass.
That's a good time.
But I'll come by and say hi because I'm there to play Coyote and Crow tomorrow or on Sunday.
Oh, you're gonna be playing that? Excellent. Brent's really good. You'll like him. Yeah, Coyote and Crow's awesome. Brent's super good at it.
I've never played it. I have the books. I so want to play it.
Excellent. I'm glad you guys.
Actually, I want to play a lot of things. There isn't time.
I hear
Never
ya.
enough time.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it.
Cool.
Have a great
Thank
rest of
you
your
so much
con,
for
you
your
guys.
Yeah.
And you know
Thanks,
what? I think
everyone.
this is a really good group. Hopefully, we connect and become friends and play more games together. So thank you.
Yeah. Pleasure meeting y'all and hope to see you in the con.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.
Talk to you later.
Bye
Cheers.
bye.